That's what I'm talking about. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, Arvanauts. Welcome, everyone, to a Tuesday night Arvocalist stream. We are returning to the world of Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. I am very excited to have us all back and to be back playing this game. Obviously, we had a great time with NeoCab. We will play other games in the future, not just NeoCab, but not just Apollo Justice. But this is a game that's like, it's like salmon returning to the place to spawn. You know what I mean? It's like it's the place where we return, which is our comfort zone, so to speak, as the amazing, incredible Arvocalists voice this completely true to life justice game. This is exactly how justice actually works. So I'm very excited to be back playing this game with all of them. Before we go any further, just a couple of reminders. If you haven't done so already, please make sure to follow the channel. That's always appreciated. Please make sure to check out our YouTube channel with !ArvTube, Discord with !ArvCord, Twitter with !ArvTweets, website arvanelloron.com. On the financial side, !ArvShop for the merchandise area, !ArvTrayon for the Patreon, Patreon for the Patreon. Subbing to the channel is always appreciated. That allows you to get those sub badges and custom emotes and inspirations to help the players in our tabletop games. Same thing with the Patreon, allows you to do some of that as well, plus other individual and group goals. On the publishing side, Icarus for my Icarus graphic novel from Athos Arts, Library for Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library, my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment, and Grayshade KS is my Grayshade Kickstarter, launching on August 31st, 6 weeks from today, and is going to feature both Alligator Alley and Athos Arts and Clarion Game Studios and a lot of really awesome people, Dylan Bertolo, John Helfers, E.D.E. Bell, Trendane Sparks, Aaron Rosenberg, just many, many people of all amazing types and with an incredible set of skills to be able to produce what I think is going to be a really exciting IP. I'm very nervous and excited for it, and I can't wait for it to get started. So Grayshade KS about that. And as always, BLM, Black Lives Matter, very important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives, and Help Now, which is the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Very important to reach out to others when they need help, and for you to reach out to others when you need help as well. Quick note on schedule. We've got our vocalists going on tonight. Wednesday and Thursday we will be off, although as always be on the lookout for a possible bonus stream during one of these times. And then on Friday, we return with the Patreon-fueled Chat Chosen Game of the Month. Now, we nominated this earlier today, and I do want everybody to try to get in on this because this is only going to be up until Friday because I'm playing it Friday night. That's because Esper Genesis has been moved around, has been moved back to the 30th, and so now this game, whatever game this is, whatever wins tonight, or whatever wins in the next few days, I should say, is going to be what I play on that day. So right now, we have the Dishonored 2 DLC, which is the Billy Lurk DLC. I don't remember the name of it, but it's the Dishonored 2 DLC, is currently in the lead. Earthworms and There Is No Game, Wrong Dimension are currently tied at 3 votes each. Both of those latter two games, I think, are point-and-click type stuff, so you should get your votes in now, so that you can make sure that I am ready to play that on Friday. And then Saturday, we return to the world of D&D with Infinity and Beyond as Ghosts of Salt... no, not Ghosts of Saltmarsh. As Eberron, Oracle of War continues. So that's what we got going on with that. But tonight, we have the amazing and incredible Arvocalists. And so I'm going to unmute myself so they know that we're ready to go. And then I'm going to unmute them and so that they can be... they may be heard. And last but certainly not least, I'm going to bring you over to the awesomeness known as...
See, this is the problem with asking me what movies that are over 3 hours I actually enjoy, because when you have the people called editors in the room with the directors, like begging them to cut stuff because their opus is way too long, you realize that 3 hours is too long for most movies. That's why like the sweet spot is like 2 hours. Because after a while, people run out of popcorn. They're like, I don't want to sit here anymore. My bladder is telling me I got to go. I need to get out of this theater. Also, who goes to a theater now in
10 years, it'll be 45 minutes tops. Nobody will be able to sit for long.
Yes, exactly.
That's pretty much exactly right. It is the Arvocalists. We only have one missing member today. Little Red Dot cannot be with us. She has got real life stuff going on. This is actually this is good stuff, but we can't talk about the details about it. But she's not able to be here. She will be back.
She's on assignment right now.
She's on assignment, and she will be back next month. But in the meantime, we have, in case you're like, oh, but what are we going to do? We have the amazing rest of the Arvocalists who are all here and ready for
the amazing also-rans. Yes.
That's not what I said. For your education and entertainment. And that will begin, of course, with the gentleman who was just talking about
Wait,
movie
who's
lengths.
doing the education part? I didn't sign up for this. I can't educate anybody.
It's happening. No, this is a real. This is showing people how the justice system actually works.
Wait, what?
I think that's really helpful.
We all work
Am
for the
I on
government,
the right
guys.
podcast? Wait,
I finished almost a whole semester of law school,
you-
so I feel very
This is
prepared
very
for this.
true.
I
This
feel
is very
like
true.
you were supposed to invite like an
watched
assistant
an episode of Law and Order once.
district attorney or something on this, and I'm not. And I showed up instead. This idiot.
Exactly.
Right here.
Is the assignment impossible? It should be, Rock God. Also, how you doing, Rock God? Good to see you, man. So first up on the docket, here in the column after Dot with the Our Vocalist Unavailable, is the amazing Dark Side Rob, who is back from vacation, is back from hanging out at the Cape.
Hello.
And they let him back into New York, so apparently everything was, they decided that
Indeed.
it was okay to return. Rob, how are you? How's life in the universe? And I won't ask you to comment again on your vacation. If you want to highlight the good moments, you can.
You know,
and all that stuff.
when you're passing through Connecticut on I-95 at a certain speed limit, depending on how much risk you're willing to spend on how fast you'd like to go, you may or may not make it out of Connecticut, in the vehicle that you entered the state in, because those state troopers are looking for you. Let me tell you, like they're parked every 3 feet in Connecticut. And thankfully I'm not the one driving, but still it's a little bit like when you reach the Connecticut state line, you're like, okay, time to slow down 10 miles under the speed limit, as opposed to everywhere else where it's like in one lane, 115, in the other lane, 20. And that's the whole trip, both directions. So
I hear you.
trip
But
was
you made it back.
trip was good. I had some weird. I mean, look, everybody's dealing with crazy weather all across the U.S. right now, and even outside the U.S. New England was like just covered in rain clouds for so much of it. Like we arrived in rainy weather. We had random patches of sunshine followed by like 3 days of rain. We woke up on the last day of our trip coming home to a thunder shower that lasted for 4 hours, which was gorgeous, mind you, beautiful. And then we were like, please let this stop before we have to get on any highway, because if there's one thing we know, the kryptonite of all drivers is about 3 millimeters of rain on any road. It just instantly brings all drivers to the moment where they just don't know what they're doing because rain. But yeah, it was there were moments of real deep breathing relaxation, and then moments that were not so much like that, which I don't need to get into here. But yes, I'm back. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be in one piece, and having not come down with a cold, because I was next to a family member in a car for multiple hours who was sneezing up a storm, because apparently he got sick, not COVID, just apparently he was the winner of a, standard like sniffle and sneeze and cough. And that's, boy, nothing like being in an enclosed space for a long period of time with someone who has one of those. But yes, back and happy to be here on Our Vocalists. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Darkside Rob. I am a Twitch streamer over on my channel, twitch.tv/Darkside Rob. That's RAHB. I am a voice actor, music producer, composer, video editor, and lover of all technology, video games, music production, synthesizers, computer, audio, video gear, cameras, all that stuff. And I talk about that stuff in great detail on my Twitch stream, on my YouTube channel, on Instagram, on Twitter, eventually on TikTok, and all the other places that you can post 30-second to 20-minute clips of yourself talking about that kind of stuff on the internet. I have 2 audiobooks coming out soon that I did for my friend and good pal over on the D&D streams, Mr. Jan Halfers.
John Halfers.
Jan Halfers. What a mensch Jan Halfers is.
Oh gosh, John Halfers from the Midwest.
I gave him a nice bit of gefilte. He loved it.
Halfers and John
Yes,
Halfers.
exactly. You give him a corned beef sandwich, he's happy as a clam. That's not I don't understand. But yes, I did that work with John, and those books should be coming out soon. They're from the Shadowrun series. I'm also doing audio production on some other books from some other fine, fantabulous voice actors, as well as music composition and writing my own music and all that stuff that you can find all over the place. And last but not least, I produced YouTube videos, behind the scenes videos, trailers, other stuff that link to on my social media. And yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. No, I'm not. And yeah, that's it. That's me. Come watch my Twitch stream. Tomorrow I'm going to be playing newly released game Death's Door from the makers of Titan Souls, which should be a lot of fun. A Devolver Digital published joint that looks really, really cool. Just came out today. I'll be playing it tomorrow on my channel. Come check it out. Tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 8 Daylight Time. Twitch.tv/DarkSideRob. I look forward to seeing you guys there. And until then, Apollo Justice. I don't know who's next, but I'm going to say it's not me.
It's going to be Zach. I do want to mention.
I figured it was Zach.
Hillness asked, now that you're running this law podcast, I have a legal question. It's forbidden to eat watermelon at the park in Beech Grove, Indiana. Is it wise to chew on watermelon-flavored bubble gum in the park in Beech Grove? This is an important legal question since you are part of a law podcast.
Objection.
Hold it! Yeah, so, but thank you, Rob. Always a pleasure. Moving right.
It's only legal if you do it in shorts, not in trousers.
Okay, there you go. Now you've gotten the actual legal
expert, not legal expert.
This is intended as real legal advice. No,
do
it's
not take
it's not.
No,
it's not.
No.
It really is not at all.
You can't say that.
You can't say that. Moving right on down the line, it is, of course, my great pleasure to welcome back Zach Clay, one of the stars of Esper Genesis, which will be happening a week from this Friday again, and also part of the road and all these good things. But Zach, how are you? How's life in the universe? How is the, excuse me, the camp that you're involved with and all that kind of good stuff? And yeah, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. The camp is going great. I'm currently a counselor for the Academy of Adventures. It's a Zoom-based online D&D camp for youth run by Richard Molina Weber, and that's going great. This week is a DM camp, so I'm basically running D&D for students, but also bringing them a bit behind the table to show them how the DM process works and giving them chances to run the game themselves and things such as that. And that's going great so far. Tomorrow will be Wednesday, hump day, right in the middle of the week. So we'll see how it goes. And Dark Side Rob has just subscribed.
28 month. What's this thing do? Thank you very much, Rob.
I'm sorry. I pressed a button. I didn't even.
It happened.
I don't know
4
what
years right there. 4 years. And I should say,
Wow.
I know this is going to affect everybody here who streams at some point.
Wow.
We now have, Rob, of course, has streamed even longer than I have on here, but we have a number of sub badges, which my good friend Shadowed Mage is currently going to be hard at work on when he gets back from vacation, because I expected that Twitch was going to open up a sub badge. I didn't expect that they'd be opening up like 7 sub badges, spots.
Oh, wow.
And so,
Yeah.
which is cool, but it's just like, whoa. So
Yeah,
we're going to
whoa.
be reconfiguring all
Yeah.
of those.
Yeah, I have 5 years for my channel plus follower emotes, which I just got, and
Oh, that's cool.
yeah,
I didn't know those sort of things.
So they're rolling out follower emotes on a channel by channel basis for affiliates and partners, or actually partners get it by default, and then
Yeah,
there's
some
like,
affiliates.
basically there's a lot of emote slots that I have not taken care of that I need to.
Me too.
We're
Even
all
without follower ones.
It's like
It's true.
Yeah.
someone said the other day, I thought it was really interesting. Like, this is really like, this has been the partner situation for so long now, where they just like have endless numbers of slots. Think of the affiliate who just like had 5 emotes the other day and like worked tirelessly to get the shekels put aside for that, and now they're finally like, my God, I've got like 15 more I need done. What am I gonna do?
It's true. It's nice, but it's also like it's a big.
It's a good problem to have, but still,
absolutely.
Yeah.
But anyway, good to see you, Gamer Main, and yes. So thank you very much for that, Rob. So sorry, Zach, just to finish up. Anything besides the camp that you want to pitch that you got going on? Actually,
otherwise, no, I'm excited for Esper Genesis. That campaign is also coming to, well, I won't say coming to an end, but definitely basically the final
big inflection
sort
point.
of, like probably one of the most important parts of the campaign that we've been leading up to. So I'm excited for that as well. Also currently on a show on the Unmade Gaming channel where we play the Alien RPG. Currently that's called Alien Emanation because aliens are spreading around the galaxy and it's great, as in aliens from the Alien universe. So yeah, that's exciting. But yeah, I'm here ready to do some voices, some new voices. As it has already been said, I've voiced the judge for quite a while, picking up the role from Trendane, and now I'm ready for some new stuff. I want to try some new things. I mean, it's not like I don't like the judge, but I don't know.
So
Would
yeah,
you
Rob
like
is
to
going to
voice
play
a German?
Rob is going to play every crowd member whenever they do that. He's going to do every one of those with individual voices and conversations of backstories. It's very exciting.
Yep. But yeah, I'm here.
It's the role I was born to play, Arv.
Yep. Ready to go, and joined here by my good friend, the Setting Sun, coming through my window.
Always a pleasure to have the Setting Sun there. We would see the Setting Sun in Russ's room if it were exposed that way, because Russ, of course, is also in Cali. But Russ now in his palatial estate in stately Wayne Manor, except it's stately Guberman Manor. And that, of course, is our good friend Russ Guberman. Russ, welcome, my friend. Good to see you. How is life? I've now got one half of the MEP report. Story and family officially stayed in my house, became the first official guests. So I've now had one half of the MEP report staying here. They came up from Philly, and they also visited some other Connecticut friends. So now I just need to get you, which is going to be harder because you're not in Philly.
Well, I'll have you know that we're coming to the New York area in September as part of Stephanie's birthday and mine, same week, birthday celebration. So,
Russ,
we're going to come out to
you got to let me know when you're coming to New York.
I will do, Rob, because we're going to be there. We're hoping to be there for like 10 days at least, so we'll have time to hang out. And
I've got to buy you a beer, man.
Let's do it.
This will be another example of someone else meeting Rob in person before I, who lived in New York for 17 years, met Rob in person. Like that's how this works.
This is because you picked the Bronx, and who goes to the Bronx? Come on, not even the Yankees like to be there.
It's a nice part of the Bronx where
the Dodgers left it for a reason. No, that was Brooklyn.
That's the Brooklyn.
I know, that's the Brooklyn.
There were Dales over there. He lived near the Dales. It was nice, very nice part of the Bronx.
It's true. It's true. But how are you, Russ? How's life and everything on your side of the country?
Brooklyn.
I'm great. I'm terrific. Hi, everybody. My name's Russ Guberman. You can find me in my house where I have many interests, including replacing insulation in my attic and finding out how much it costs to replace a motor that propels water uphill for a fountain, and getting solar consultations, and figuring out why there's a secret extra lock in the garden door that engages when I turn the handle, but didn't know that was an existing technology. It's really interesting. You can follow that on my Twitch channel. Like it's twitch.com/what's broken now.
The land of home ownership. Nonetheless, you are coming to us from your office, which is your office.
Russ Guberman Vila's old house. I would watch that Twitch channel.
I would 100% do that. Nonetheless, it is your office that we're watching you from. Oh, you're muted now. So.
It is indeed. Okay. No, I'm muted intentionally because one of the 17 children who live in my palatial estate, we've been taking in, children off the streets.
Oh, that's great.
And then just stick them in a room and they'll find food and how to take care of themselves eventually. So one just wandered in.
This is a money laundering scheme, right?
That's exactly part of
fostering pays. Fostering pays a lot of money.
I like that as you emerged
HBO is turning that into a movie soon.
I love that as you emerged on screen, it just,
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
A child, yes.
A child. One of the orphans passed by.
Yes.
This is one of the cuter ones.
One of the cuter ones.
One of the cuter ones.
Eso es Jesus Guberman. Yes.
Good to see you, Russ, and good to see everybody. And so we got ourselves, folks, a return to the land of Ace Attorney. For those of you who have never seen an Apollo Justice game, buckle up. It's a interesting experience for sure. And we vaguely remember where we were.
Don't say we. I have no freaking clue what's
come back
happening.
to me.
It'll come back
Mark?
to us.
And magically, even after an entire cast,
don't
I'm
know.
still not 100% sure I do. So
We shall see how this all goes. Also, of course, and I have not yet introduced, of course, my lovely daughter, little Arv, who is here, did some taekwondo today and is going to find out, I guess, on Thursday about whether she passed her test and moved up to yellow belt with stripe.
It's high yellow for the last
High
time.
yellow, high yellow, high level yellow.
Guys, he thought, this man right here thought that they just painted on a stripe onto my already yellow
no,
belt.
they used tape.
No, they get me a new belt. What is wrong with you people?
I took taekwondo. They put tape on the end of my
No,
belt.
Maybe where
that's,
you're from.
that's something different. That's something different.
That's medium
Okay.
yellow.
No,
That's not
no,
high yellow.
no.
When do we get
That's-
to mellow yellow? That's the one that I
No,
do
what
now.
I'm saying
This
is
is
the tape on the end of the belt is a thing, but that's while you have the belt, it's showing respect or showing really good, like, I don't know what it is. I never got it, but it's showing. it's something. It's something that. They
no
get, I
respect.
guess.
No respect. I just asked for a little tape on the belt. What are you doing?
But then when you take the test, you get your new belt, which is high yellow. After that, I guess I'm going to green. I thought I'd be going to orange, but I don't know the system. I guess I'm doing a different system than my old school.
It's so weird because I thought they all used this, and granted, this was like 1,000 years ago, but I thought they all used the same belt color system
I
too.
thought so
And
too, but I
my
guess there's
dojo,
there are two systems. There are two systems.
There are two systems, I guess.
There's
it's not dojo because dojo's karate, but my school where I learned taekwondo, which is Korean for anybody who doesn't know, it's a South Korean martial art. They had like 6 colors, and orange was not one of them. But somebody from a different school actually came into our school with their orange belt, and they had to like figure out, well, okay, what does that translate to in our our school, and then get to black belt from there.
I mean, at my old school, it went from yellow belt to orange belt. There's no high yellow, but I guess in this school, orange belt is not a thing, and so now it moves on to green belt and then high green. And I don't know. I think it's blue that.
Green, blue, brown, black, right?
No, green, blue, purple, brown, black.
Ah, purple's the one I forgot. Yeah.
I still want to know when you're able to shoot fireballs. She hasn't, like, that's the
You
thing that
don't
really.
get to shoot fireballs.
That's gold belt.
That's
Dad, their building would have burned down by now.
But, like, well,
That's
I
the
mean,
dragon
you know,
belt.
You could fireproof it. Okay.
unfortunately that's karate, which is karate, which is
Totally
why I
different thing.
quit doing taekwondo because they don't have any of the cool fireballs.
Anyway, let's get into it. Great pleasure to have everyone with us, and let's get to Turnabout Serenade, Day 2 investigation. Here we go.
Ooh, we can hear the game. Oh, yeah. Here
right.
we are. Yep.
There
was a murder in the next room, right?
We were deep into this case.
Yeah, we
Deep.
were.
Deep. Should be
Which
almost
means
done.
hopefully it'll end soon, and then we'll start a new one.
That's right. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, let me just confirm. I got the volume
Hadouken.
right. Okay.
Oh, we were stuck here, weren't we?
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Yep.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
how did we figure out how to get sound from the game
We've
through
been stuck here
Never
for
mind.
like 2
I got it.
episodes, I think.
There is. We got sound. There is sound. That.
No, I know, but
yeah.
I thought it was
Here.
something that was far more complicated to do, but apparently
It
it
was.
works fine now.
Oh my gosh, hi.
It was. Yeah, we'll deal with you later.
Oh yeah, she's the one who munches on stuff.
Is it possible that we were so stuck in this game that we got distracted and started a new game and forgot how stuck we were?
No, because I got here. I just went to this spot, and the classic text box popped on the bottom, which usually means that it's moving the game forward some way. So, I feel like if we continue going, we're gonna find another place soon that we'll have. That's not it.
I'm not used to hearing the mute. Oh yeah, I think this is the first time we've ever played it hearing the
Being
game
able to
at
hear the
same
music,
time.
yeah.
Yeah. This
Okay,
is so
Gavin's
weird.
office.
This is exciting.
That's not it.
Oh yeah, that was sort of close to where we ended too.
I look just like him.
Yeah, you do.
You're a spitting image.
If you took him and ran him through a ginger converter, you would come out looking like me.
Okay, Gavin's office. Have we already talked to you about everything? Okay, we've already talked to you about everything.
The strange lump.
Bye.
Yeah.
That was a thing.
Oh,
Is there like
Sunshine
a? See, it would be useful if they had like a log or a journal or something.
Yes.
It's nice that we're getting to see the
There- I mean, wait, look in
venues
the
for the
top
Tokyo
right, 'cause
Olympics before
that's probably
we
the
actually...
closest thing you have.
The top right.
Mm-hmm. All your different items.
Yeah.
and stuff.
Are you going to be asked to remember pieces of evidence and what they're associated
Boy,
with?
if so,
from
we're in big
6
trouble.
months ago?
Oh, you know what? I could
But what they just asked for was La Miroir. I mean, they literally
La
just
Miroir.
when we went there, they mentioned La Miroir, which means that like that's who we're, I guess, kind of looking for. All right. I've already talked to you about everything, right? Okay, so there's nothing to talk about there. So that's her. Then we've got the detention center. I already went to the detention center, I think. All right, there's nothing at detention center. All right, so then it's what's up, Rising Tides? Then it's
already talked to Gavin.
we've already been there. Okay, so then right agency. So then
My
it's,
pleasure, Cridwitch.
Let's see, Sunshine Coliseum. It's got to be somewhere inside
maze.
Sunshine Coliseum. Backstage hallway, and then we've got 2 offices. La Miroir's dressing room. No, that's her. What about anything over here? No. All right. Do you have anything to say?
Excuse
No,
me.
you don't have anything to say. Okay. So forget you.
I really hate her dual tie necktie thing.
It's true. Okay, the stage.
It's very Back to the Future too. It's like, what is this,
This
future
guy.
you're trying to
Have I talked to
invent
you
here?
about everything? I've talked to you about everything.
Who's that guy?
He's the
He's weird.
he's the one that like inspired Trucy, I think, to be whatever Trucy is.
He's the fabulous Yellow
so
Jacket.
What? Do you know what day we are on?
Day 2 investigation.
Okay.
Day Fabulous.
Let's see.
You looking at a walkthrough? Because I don't honestly remember.
Yeah, and it's I think it's formatted in a way that I won't be able to look ahead. They're like organized, but yeah, I was trying to see if I could find a synopsis leading up to where we are.
Who's doing the voice of truth?
Did you
can do
just
Trucy for now.
accidentally hit something?
Okay.
That guitar, the legendary AA 400, the Red Badger.
I thought
Courage.
rock was supposed to be rebellious, not civic.
Every inspiring guitarist wants one of these. They even paid their own guitars to look like it.
Ah, the fickleness of youth.
I need the hat. You should dye
Perfect.
your hair badger red too.
I like my hair the way it is. Thank you very much.
Arg, the stubbornness of age.
That was
Accurate.
great. I'm glad we had that.
boomers.
I'm glad we had that
Accurate.
conversation.
End credits.
And thanks for joining us for.
Yep.
Those are some pretty heavy-duty gloves. Maybe they have to carry around hot pots or something.
Hot
They are a
pockets.
little thick. I couldn't even stuff a pigeon in those. That's all I have to say. ...
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Trucy's
I know,
dialogue
right? We have so
lines
much in
would make
common.
for such an interesting drinking game. Drink. Every time a line that Trucy says can be taken out of context in a really bad way.
Yeah. Which is most of the time.
Most of her lines.
Okay, so so I came here and this is where I got the thing going on. So I mean the the text box popping up. So all right, what is that? Looks like an instrument case, a big instrument case.
There's a great magic trick you could do with one of these.
Huh? What kind?
The miraculous beautiful girl escapes the case illusion.
So it's the girl who's miraculous, not the escape.
So picky. I'm just gonna do that every single time she does it.
So picky.
The exit side.
A sign for leaving somewhere. I left somewhere when pigeons fly out of a hat.
That would be the blue badger, the police mascot.
Oh yeah, that.
There's a guy outside in a giant blue badger costume lumbering about. He stands out even more than those Gaviner's posters.
It's all the same. He's the band mascot too, if you know.
I can't picture Prosecutor Gavin going for that kind of thing.
Neither can I. I bet there's a story just waiting to be told.
No doubt.
Probably gonna
I think you're right
miss
about
half the
that,
words she
Tithes.
says, 'cause I'm not good at reading.
All right.
I'm
So
sensing a
let's see.
badger theme.
what do you think, Zach?
Well, where I just looked, it's talking about Gavin's office and all the stuff that happens in Gavin's office. Like, remember when I said the strange lump earlier?
Okay. Let's go back.
And it
to
says
Gavin's
after
office.
that, it's somewhere in the Sunshine Coliseum. Is the next thing
Okay.
moving to the stage? Maybe. Not sure. Back on the stage.
Back on the stage.
Mm-hmm.
Move
Let me see.
backstage hallway.
Yeah.
And from here we move to the stage. Stage.
Here I am
Okay.
on the road again. Here I
Examine.
am
I just
back
realized
on the
something. Why is
stage.
Tris even here? What does she do?
Just hangs out. And
Bob
She
Singer.
just says stuff.
Okay. What do you think, Zach?
It says Emma is here saying something. But Emma's not here.
No, I think we
So
already
I-
we must be farther along than that. I think.
Okay.
She's in the
let's
guitar
see.
case.
Examine the bass
There are
case.
many chicks who could do
Examine the
that.
bass case. Now that's a big instrument case.
Now
I feel like
my
we've said
line.
that before.
Hmm.
What is that word?
Contrabass, I believe.
That's a case for a contrabass, I think.
Or it might be contrabass, actually.
I think it's
It is
contrabass.
Yeah.
Well, I'm good at mispronouncing
You
words
could
anyway.
you could fit 20 violins in there, I bet.
It may look like a violin, but it's a completely different instrument.
You could fit 5 truces in there, I bet.
Hey, are you comparing me to an instrument, or are you calling me short? That's also
No, instruments play what you want them to play. You just play discordant notes all the time.
I can ignore that. I wonder who left it sitting open like that.
Yeah, it's
You're
saying
pretty
stuff
good.
about I don't know. Did we ever go to a hospital?
No.
No.
Okay, then I will try to back up. I'm not sure if this is necessarily in order. You probably just have to keep looking around then, because I don't know exactly what it's saying.
This is
Let's
a
see.
perfect example of a game you can easily pick up after 3 months of
Yeah.
not playing it.
What do you
see.
think that thing was doing in there?
Yeah.
What? Oh, you're
I was eating.
How about you not eat?
I'm sorry.
Fine.
I didn't think I was gonna have a lie that quickly. Certain things that said pianos can't be good for them.
Not to mention, you wouldn't be able to play whatever notes go with the strings it was on. But the piano was fine during the concert. That must mean it was thrown in here after Machi played.
So maybe someone threw it in there after the second set.
Really? Does that mean I can move somewhere and advance this? You! What were you... Oh, no.
Yeah, we've talked to him.
Alright. Backstage hall.
Let's see.
No.
Can you go to your court record in the top right?
Uh-huh.
So we can see some of the, because the next thing I'm seeing is talking about some sort of igniter. Remember we had the burnt guitar and then something, I think it's
That's a remote
Not
trigger
that.
right there. Triggers an igniter within 30 feet.
yeah. And then the igniter itself is it's the other device. But
Oh, hold
The
on a
one with the
second.
computer chip attached to it?
yeah. Oh yeah. What's that saying?
This switch triggers an igniter.
Too bad. I was hoping.
Yes.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
No, we all
Too
did.
bad. I was hoping it was for a bomb that would blow up the whole Coliseum.
Hey,
Is that a self-report?
You're
Do we
scaring
need to
me.
do we need to call the cops on her?
If Emma hears you talking like that, she'll arrest you.
And then she'll do all sorts of scientific tests. Like splitting your hairdo in 3 separate spikes. While she stands by laughing in her high-pitched voice. I'm not
Trisha, you're saying
I-
this stuff out loud.
I said she'd arrest you, not me, and she's not some kind of mad scientist.
Did you just hear someone laughing?
I don't know. Did I? Is she standing there? No. Okay. So
Trissy does not have an inner
Maybe
monologue.
we haven't gone to the.
there's the actual igniter
Center.
too. By the way.
Yeah,
think
it
it
was
might
saying
just
that
be
we
she's
needed
just
to
talking to
present that
herself.
to Clavier, but I think we may have already done that. So actually, I think the only room you may not have visited yet is the detention center, the jail.
I did, but not after. Maybe now that I've explored this other stuff, it'll make a difference.
I don't know.
They're in the detention center, block AA 23.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, right. Anything agency.
Yep.
Detention center.
Oh, okay.
And there's nothing. Okay.
I'll examine this policeman.
Examine the dude.
A security
I
guard.
have no soul.
He stands here watching this room. I think the guard is trying to set a record for the longest time without blinking.
He's not actually
Okay.
a guard. He's just
Not
a
in
mannequin
here.
in a cop suit.
Let me see. Is there a...
Wait, you should have done the camera.
Yeah. And can you present him the igniter?
I
You
present
keep
to
showing
you
up here.
the igniter. It has to be one of these.
Okay, that may have been it.
What is it, Apollo?
That device that was found in your guitar. Take a look at this.
Why? That looks like the same thing. What is it?
It's an igniter.
Another one?
It was at the crime scene in Lamiwa's dressing room. Detective Sky found it, actually.
At the scene of the crime. What could that mean, I wonder? I believe that covers everything I'm at liberty to talk to you about.
Oh,
Thanks for dropping by, Herr Forehead.
thanks.
Why, you gave me so much information. That igniter, for instance.
Oh, that. You mean this?
I've never met an attorney so forthcoming with prosecution. It's a big help. Or perhaps you're just a tad naive,
Yeah, underestimate me, bud. Just like all the rest. I guess I could have hit it, but somehow showing it felt like the right thing. I could say the same to you, Prosecutor Gavin. Thanks for the information about the strange lump of plastic. The one that Mr. Latouze was investigating.
Mr. Latouze.
Mr. Latouze. I remember now.
It's all coming back. It's starting to...
Yep.
Hey, that's right.
I've been thinking here, Forehead. We encounter many incidents in our lives. All of us. Not all of them simple.
Especially not the ones where people are killing to song lyrics.
That is why I try at least to remain simple inside.
You're successful. I mean,
And I keep the simple goal to discover the truth.
Wow,
That
how
old.
poetic.
That's why I like to keep relations civil, yeah. That is all.
I can live with that.
Mr. Prosecutor,
Fraulein,
can I ask you why you sing in a band?
because I'm gorgeous. Because I want women to turn and look when I walk down the street.
That's pretty simple, too.
Oh, that's your line. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got work to do. Another time, perhaps.
The worker.
Or not.
Nice. So he disappeared. Good. This is what we want.
Yes. Now I think we go to the Coliseum, and then from there, I think it's going to be
Awesome.
obvious.
Okay, cool.
Hopefully.
Yes. Oh, wait. July 9th,
Oh, yeah,
Sunshine
you gotta get
Coliseum.
the sounds.
I gotta get the thing. Wait.
And I play it on my own stream deck every time you play it.
on. Really?
So I could, I
should
can
just
immerse
set it up
myself
and
in the
do that
experience.
instead.
Although actually, this time we might hear it.
I don't know if you will. You'll hear the from BlueStacks,
Okay.
but you might not hear it through.
Okay.
Actually, bong.
Guilty as
It's all about the
charged.
anticipation.
Patient. There it is. Okay.
I heard it.
Oh yeah, we
All right.
heard it.
Oh, you did hear? Okay.
Yep.
July 9th, Sunshine Coliseum.
And now you owe Dick Wolf money.
Oh.
Emma, I think we had Russ doing
We
this?
had Russ doing that. Yes.
Yeah. Perfect.
Oh, it's you. Well, you came at a good time.
Hello there, Emma. What's up?
Either of you know where Lamar is?
Well, I saw
I'm
her.
sorry.
in the-
Did you just have a stroke? Are you okay?
I saw her in the
I
backstage.
said the name.
I saw her in the backstage hallway a while ago.
Yeah? Well, that's strange.
What's strange?
That.
And I just said,
I can't find her anywhere. I was supposed to bring her to the prosecutor's office.
Lamiwa's missing?
It's hard to imagine her wandering off somewhere on her own. I mean, she is blind. Being that she's blind.
I thought you were
Are you-
just
are you-
making that up, but then I
Do you,
remembered.
have you memorized the script, Russ? That's real dedication. I'm
Yeah,
impressed
we'll
by you.
we'll
Wow.
help you look for her.
Great. Thanks.
Um,
Bah.
time to
Ah.
look for her by
Bah.
starting in the backstage hallway. Okay, she's in her dressing room. That's where you would go. No. Wait.
Nope. Yeah, there's the.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Hold on. Let me go back in there and see if there's. Maybe she's standing right by the chalk outline over to the right.
Ah, you found me now.
Are you there? No. Okay.
Oh, blood.
Hiding behind the TV?
5 new bodies. All right.
My God.
Everyone is dead in that.
Including Phoenix Wright. What? Oh no!
Yeah. The end.
The
You
end.
lost. Yeah. Should not have.
No
clicked
one,
the button.
everyone can't be a suspect if there's no
Oh,
suspects
goodness.
left.
You on the stage? Aha! July 9th, 4:46 p.m. in the wings.
Paul McCartney is a suspect now? What?
Huh? The stage is picked up pitch dark.
The power breaker must be off for this section. Great.
I'll go get someone. Cause I could definitely be on my. Oh, hi.
Oh.
Yipes! It was really dark out there.
Dark.
That's
all.
my soul. No, just kidding.
That's all Lamiwa has when you think about it.
Wow.
What would it be like to live in a world of darkness?
It,
We
it
live
didn't
in a
turn on.
society.
Oh, okay.
Blindness? I was born in the dark.
Hey, Apollo.
Huh? What?
Doesn't something about the stage seem different to you? The case is closed.
I hope to God it does, and we're going to be here for a while.
Well, the case isn't closed yet.
Oh, are we done
Yes.
playing?
Something,
The case.
like
Cute.
something's changed.
In red letters.
Changed?
Yeah, I can't put my finger on it, but it's bugging me. I think it's yeah.
Now it's bugging me too. What's she talking about? Oh,
That
I know.
Case. It's the case.
Stay on target, Trucy.
Hey, that case.
What it is.
Wasn't that open before?
Huh. I guess someone closed it.
Wait, look. Where the case closes.
Sharp as a brick, Trucy.
Something's sticking out.
Please don't
That
say it.
doesn't look like an instrument.
Please don't say it.
You, can
You
have
don't
a
think
body.
it's...
Let's open it, Apollo. Oof, oh.
Oh no!
Eek! Labuwa! Labuwa!
She's
Emma!
really
We
tiny.
have to get Emma!
A base case is pretty big, actually.
Lamiwa
It's-
was taken
yeah.
directly to the hospital. Oh, really? Well, yeah, so it's...
Yeah, some bases are like 5,
That's
6
true,
feet
actually.
tall.
Actually, we did it.
Emma ran around, barking orders, making phone calls, punching herself
Close
in the
that
face.
door. Do things like this right now. Go
Trucy
go.
just clung to my arm and cried. And me, I was still in shock. 2 bodies in 2 days is too many. Apollo
is she dead?
Justice, Ace Attorney 2. 2 bodies too many, too furious,
Wait, is she
too
dead?
fast. Maybe. July
Now we're
9th,
at the hospital.
5:53 p.m. Hickfield Clinic waiting room.
Yes. Hickfield, a well-known Japanese surname.
Emma, how's Labuwa? Is she okay?
You. We all owe you a big thanks. That's for sure.
So, she's okay?
Oh no, she's dead, honey. Oh yes, she came to a short while ago.
She came to her maker a short while ago.
You found her before it was too late.
That's good to hear.
So what happened?
So what? Someone attacked her. She was struck on the forehead.
By who? Whom?
We
The
don't.
forehead.
We don't know.
But the forehead, right? That's right in front of her.
She's blind.
How could she not? I'm gonna
Right.
have my quarter of shame.
Would you like to see her now? You're not blind.
Is that all right?
She wants to thank you for saving her life, which she can do even though she's blind.
It's technically I did all the work. Oh, how she?
Oh, she's just
La
standing.
miroir.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
I'll do La
Yeah,
Miroir.
go ahead. Yeah, this exactly. Yep.
Ah, Mr. Attorney, you were the one who found me.
Actually, it's me.
Oh, thank you, weird girl. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'm just glad you're okay. Tell me what happened.
Did you just
hit
slap
her?
me? Oh,
How dare you end up in a
Yeah.
contrabase
tell
case?
me, slap. What just happened?
We will find the contrabase that did this to you, and they will not
Yeah.
attack.
I need your help in this.
It was after I spoke with you in front of the dressing room. I sensed someone approaching. I thought it might be someone come to see me, but they said nothing.
Which didn't help
When I went
because
to
I'm
return,
blind.
yes, when I went to return to my dressing room,
You were hit?
I was struck by.
A smooth criminal?
Oh
Yes.
no. Oh god.
I knew.
Well,
that-
thankfully
that
there's
very
no way we're gonna
moment-
get a DMC strike for that attempt. So
I knew that
Lamira,
very
are you
moment.
okay?
I knew.
Are you okay, Lamira?
Are you okay? Are you okay?
I said the line. You can go.
Okay,
oh
good.
god.
Very Justin.
The assailant was trying to kill me. I think. Are you okay? Okay.
Yeah.
It it was lucky for me. The first blow did not knock me out. I turned and ran for the stage.
And that cloak, how did you do it?
Someone was chasing me. I could hear footsteps. Yet I reached the stage first.
Why the stage?
I had overheard maintenance people talking. The power to the stage area was off, they said, for electrical work.
Ah. Why?
Darkness is.
Darkness is my ally.
That's where I live.
You have a lovely singing voice.
There was a contrabass case near the stage.
How did you
not
see that?
cage.
No, I think she felt it down when she was running.
She
That is where I hid. You know, I
like
looked for
stopped and
She
was just
tripped
like
on it.
quickly like
She
traced out
tripped
the
on
outline.
it.
I can only see contrabass cases.
Oh, there are only those.
Yes.
That's right.
Everything else is just darkness.
So the assailant couldn't see you.
Once in the case, I'm afraid I passed out.
Wow, that sounds like a really big bunch of a really close call. Who was
Can
the
I
assailant?
ask a quick question?
Sure.
Why does she wear a mask on her face and not over her eyes? Wouldn't that make more sense?
No, because the idea is no one knows that she's blind. They've always thought that the other kid is
Yeah,
blind.
the other guy wears
'Cause-
sunglasses.
Yeah, a lot of blind people take effort to cover their eyes. So you shoot.
Right, yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Do you have any idea who it might have been?
Unfortunately, no. Whoever it was, they said not a word.
Too bad.
Yet, when I considered that I was struck high on the forehead,
Oh, hi.
I must conclude that whoever hit me was taller than I am.
Or
I
they
am
jumped.
11.
Good
they were
point.
taller than a Mayan?
She's tall.
Yes.
It's a Mayan. Good point. She's
They could
sharp.
have jumped. They could. And you're much taller than I am.
Yeah, so you couldn't have done it, Trucy. It's-
I could just no. You're about as tall as Apollo. No.
So that means it was likely an adult and probably a man.
Hey, excuse you?
Could
That
it be-
narrows it down.
Could it be him?
Ooh.
But why would anyone attack you, number one?
The detective asked me this too. And to her, I gave the same answer I give to you. I do not know anything. I can't provide you any useful information at all.
Okay. In that case, I present to you
A gun.
a gun. Do you know what
about this igniter?
Oh,
in the
goodness.
diner, maybe?
The ignite. What about this lump?
Oh yeah, maybe she knows what that.
What about this?
She can't see any of these.
Let me. Why? I wanted to ask you
Feel
about
it.
this.
She could feel it.
Do you know what this is?
This is what? Is
It's a
it an
dragon egg.
Mr. Latouze was carrying it. It's a replica of the thing he was after.
It's a kidney
Mr.
stone.
Latouze, he was after.
You know, in his secret identity.
Oh yeah.
Undercover agent.
Nice job revealing that nugget of information.
Ah.
So that's what he was doing.
I keep waiting for the nurse there in the background to disappear. It's like the next. You
Yeah,
like see it on
to
every
look.
tabloid.
Yep.
So
You mean
still.
you know what?
Yes, I know, of course. This must be an infinity stone.
Oh.
I mean, a Borginian cocoon.
A what?
Or rather, a convincing replica thereof.
Why haven't I heard of a
It's a Blarney
Borginian
stone.
cocoon before?
Why would he be carrying this around? Was it some kind of souvenir?
I wonder.
There's a tiny
Oh,
Victor
you
Borga
You might be able to
inside
ask
the
her
cocoon.
questions
When
about
Nurse
it
like,
now.
what do you think about this? And she's blind. It reminded me of this one
Yep.
scene.
Yeah.
It reminded me of this one scene in Avatar: The Last Airbender where she's like, "I'm the character.
Yeah.
I'm blind. I can't even see it. What is it?"
Yep.
The
Survived
Borg.
her saying that.
All right, tell me about this Borginian cocoon.
You could just mispronounce
Well,
it.
they call it Borginian.
It's like a Cadbury egg. You crack it open and
Mm-hmm. It must only be found in Borginia.
And logically, since they call it a cocoon, it must also only be a cocoon.
Mm-hmm. For certain, all in Virginia know of these.
Did you say
cocoons.
Virginia or Virginia? I couldn't hear.
Country Road, West Virginia.
It's like a cocoon. So, do you get silk from it?
Only Borginian silk.
Oh. What just happened?
I don't know. I just pressed. First of all, thank you for the follow, Frost. I believe is it?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
For a second,
person
I
who
thought
the
that was the
receptionist
Apollo
was looking
Justice
for down the
music.
hall just showed up. That's what happened.
I was like, whoa, suddenly like choir showing up. I do not know the details. I am sorry to say, like literally anything else you ask me.
I thought you said all in Borginia knew of these.
There is one fact I do know about the cocoon, though.
It comes from
That sort of
Borginia. Thank
rhymed.
you.
Something all in Virginia know.
Okay. What's that?
It's a cocoon.
The cocoons, they are not to be taken out of the country. If someone does and is caught, they will be put to death.
Well, what?
Jeez. T times 3. To death?
Why? Why?
I don't
can't
know,
handle
like
the truth.
literally anything else. I thought that said yeet.
Yeet. If Interpol.
Yeet. If Interpol was involved. I'm sure there is a good reason in red.
But this is just a piece of plastic.
He was carrying a replica, but looking for the real deal. That's my best guess.
So that's what he's up to?
Tracking down Borginian cocoon smuggling. You know,
AKA
one of the biggest
Welcome.
problems in
Yeah.
the world today.
Welcome to Apollo Justice.
Smuggling.
Smuggling?
Oh my gosh. Why is
It's like
this
juggling, but worse. It seems I was marked.
marked?
Yes, marked. Marky marked.
Life changed for me with the popularity of my songs. I began to travel around the world, around the world, around
It's
the
like Rising Tides. It's like the Maltese Falcon, but instead it's from Borginia and it's a cocoon, obviously. And they will yeet you out of the country. They will
Yes.
yeet you out of life. I began to travel around the world.
Ah, so you could have brought these Borginian cocoons with you.
On my trips, yes. That was probably the suspicion.
And Mr. Latouze was placed as an undercover agent to look into it because Interpol really has nothing else to do.
Virginia is a small, sheltered country. Not many of our people venture into the world outside.
Is that why they suspected you?
But Mr. Latouze wasn't a Borginian, was he? He was an Interpol agent, which means,
What? Apollo?
well, there must have been some reason other countries didn't want the cocoons out.
I knew she was gonna go for
Something
that.
scary enough to get Interpol involved. It could have led to more Borginians. Doo, doo. cocoon smuggling. And Mr. Latouze had La Miroir marked.
Yeah.
That should
There
be
you go.
the someplace.
It couldn't be her.
Huh?
There's one other person I need to talk to. Thank you for talking to us, La Miroir.
It was the least I could do.
Yes, it
Also,
was.
Stop, Mr. Pronouncing my name.
Literally.
Actually, I have another request. Don't leave the country, or your Borginian cocoon.
If it is within my power.
'Cause I'm useless.
I need an interpreter. Someone who speaks Borginian.
Apollo? The dramatic music is playing.
Would you come with us if you're well enough?
I see. Yes, of course. I shall accompany you.
Huh? Where are we going?
Come on, Trucy. We're about to get to the bottom of this.
Let's get down to business.
July 9th. Detention Center. Visitor's room.
Oh, this. Oh, I keep thinking. This
Maki, we came to talk to you about the case.
Is it Maki or I thought it was Machi?
Is it Machi?
No.
I don't know.
Machi,
Mochi.
man.
It's Mochi.
Yeah,
Mochi.
Mochi.
It's not
We'll say it's
Mochi.
Machi.
Okay.
Machi.
Oh, I think we had. Do we have maybe Russ doing this? This is like where it's like a blah, 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 blah. Like he kept doing like it's like basically he speaks in wingdings basically.
Oh yeah.
Could you interpret for us, La Miroir?
Yes.
Machi, I'd like to talk to you about when we first met. When we still thought you were blind. When your whole life wasn't a lie. Okay. Okay.
Man pushing.
Now we know the truth. You can see, right?
I was completely fooled myself. Cause I'm. Yeah.
Machi,
Yeah.
isn't there another secret you're hiding from us?
Wait, Mr. Attorney. What do you mean by secret?
What do I mean by secret? Well,
Done.
I mean
Yeah, there we
this.
go.
Take that! If I'm not mistaken, you know something about this, don't you? Borginian cocoon smuggling!
That's what you can tell. There's something going on right there. That's what you can tell. There's something going on right there.
What's up, Echo?
Oh.
Hey, you got a reaction. A big one. There's something going on.
Machi, you didn't.
Trucy and I are trained to see people's uncertainty. Not that we would have needed any training to see that one.
Yeah.
I was about to say.
Oh, jeez.
Mr. Attorney, please
I
stop.
didn't do that.
Please. Oh.
It just did it on its own. La Miroir, please, interpret. Pull yourself together.
Very well.
I know you know something about this by your reaction. Machi, if that's even your real name. If you won't tell me, hot fudge and vanilla, I might have to give it to the prosecution, Sherbert, and have them look into it.
Perfect. That's perfect.
He asks you to wait. Do not be so hasty.
Mochi? Yes, I'm gonna call him Mochi.
Yeah. Do you know everything?
Yes, everything. Everything ever known. Okay, well, sort of.
Have him tell us about it.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely
Very well.
All right, Machi. The cocoon.
Cocoon.
What is this cocoon anyway?
The cocoon, the silk, is a potent care? No, cure. Cure. Yes.
Here?
It must cure some disease.
I'm so in on this conversation.
You see, all Borginians speak in hieroglyphics, and the only way to not speak in wingdings is to take this cure.
It's a cure for.
What is this?
Incurtitis.
Incuritis?
It's a cure for incuritis.
A cure
Have you tried
for
to obtain unobtainium?
Incuritis? Replica updated in the core. Updated with what? Like incuritis?
But if it's a cure, why keep me in Borginia like that? What is even incurtitis? Just think of all the lives that could be saved by sharing the medicine.
But what the heck is even?
I feel like I should just mispronounce everything.
I do not understand the reasons myself.
Okay, well at least we know what it is. A cure. And Mr. Latouze was after cocoon smugglers. Wait, was Machi?
Machi, you weren't.
You are
But he
incuritis,
was.
aren't you? Joe Incuritis.
He couldn't be a smuggler. He's so little. Oh, I'm just offended
Well,
by your kind.
you're only 15 and you're sort of a magician, aren't you?
Well, that's true. I'm sort of a musician.
Sort of. But Trucy, think of all the money you could make hoarding it like Martin Shkreli. She said sort of. Oh, to have a copy of that security camera tape.
Well, Mochi, are you a smuggler?
Machi's a mochi smuggler.
We're totally fine.
He won't tell me.
This is the most incredible dialogue I've seen in any Apollo
really,
game so far, I have to say.
First he
Bravo
plays-
to the writers.
First he plays blind, now he plays dumb.
Maybe he never played at all. I wonder, do you think he brought a cocoon here to sell it to someone?
No.
If Machi really did bring one into the country, is he planning on making a deal for its sale?
I can't go home.
Well, Machi's a gremlin.
It's actually
That's
Davi.
just what the language sounds like. I can't go home to Borginia. I do not want to go home.
Well, what if you go to West Borginia? It's right nearby.
Penalty for taking a cocoon from Borginia.
Is death.
That's right. It's punishable by death.
About the case. What about the case?
He wants to tell us about Mr. Latouze's death? What's that? Little Johnny's down the well? I didn't do it. I'm guessing this is Clavier, Rob. Let's see if I'm right. I'm guessing it is.
This meeting's over.
Oh, no, it's this dude.
that's
This
this
is
guy.
Zach.
Boy.
Zach.
Yes.
Darian?
Darian?
Well, what do
It's
you mean?
Darian.
Visiting hours aren't over yet.
It's Darian.
There's a call for
It's Machi.
this little guy from the Borginian embassy.
My hair barely made it through the door.
This meeting's over. Sorry.
Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call them back after that, Shark Boy.
Sorry, no go. Come on, piano boy. We're leaving.
Darian.
Darian, wait! I'm gonna.
It's Darian. And I never liked you, either of you.
Oh, that's me.
Huh?
And he's gone. Darn it, we were so close. He's about to tell us and then he got teleported. Hey, Apollo.
He didn't want us to hear what Machi had to say. He was dressed like a shark,
Apollo.
too.
Apollo.
And there can be only one reason why.
Apollo. is everyone ignoring me?
Trucy has no reason to be. Oh, sorry. This is it. I know who I'm after now. It all happens tomorrow. In court.
Trucy, he's monologuing. Just give him a. Just,
Oh goodness.
I need to ask my doctor about
be
Virginia Cocoon. Then.
continued.
Yes, we want to save our
Save.
progress.
Save.
Absolutely.
You don't want to wander on the backstage area anymore?
Excuse me,
Probably
sorry.
not. July 10th, 9:49 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2.
Can I always play Trucy? I love her. Well, this is it.
This is it. Today's the day it all goes down. And then there was yesterday, the day it didn't go down.
Oh my god.
It's Darian.
30 seconds
It's
ago on
Orion.
Apollo Justice.
I really don't understand. Like, do people really, I guess because they save between chapters or something? Because otherwise, like, we just saw this. Like, what?
Yeah.
Dead.
This meeting's over.
How short is your
Sorry.
attention
Well,
span?
maybe
Let's
maybe
find
they
out.
assume that you pause after saving.
I guess so. Just give us 5 more minutes. We can call them back after that.
Sorry, no go. Come on, piano boy, we're leaving.
Darian, wait.
It's Dorian. I never liked you, either of you.
This
Huh?
all feels oddly familiar.
Darn it, we were so close. He was about to tell us.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Hello.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Oh yeah.
He didn't want us to hear what Machi had to say.
Oh.
And I think I know why. Time to bring down a little justice. Whoa. What was
Oh.
that?
God.
Clavier
Yes, sir.
major?
The button
Yes,
C.
sir, but unseen.
Who's that talking?
Oh, is this the guy in the?
Oh, this guy. Yeah,
it's
yeah,
this dude.
I forget who
I
played.
will.
Do you want me to do this one?
Yeah, because I think
Sure.
so. I think, yeah. Valant Grammari. Grammari. I have no idea how to pronounce that.
Grammarier?
Valant Grammari. Using the door like an average muggle, no less. Oh my goodness. JK
Wow.
R is about to
They
sue.
added that to
Yeah.
the localization.
You aren't a witness today, are you? Or, how do I pronounce it?
Valant.
Wait,
How
right?
do
is he the
pronounce
uncle?
I think so.
Valent.
Valent. I'll do Valent.
A preposterous proposition. How could I stand to stand upon the stand?
What?
Why, my secrets would be free for the plucking. I might even have to sign autographs. That is why I intend to remain hidden for the entire day.
Inside your hat.
Oh, with your vanishing magic?
Indeed. I will jump upon an express train and express myself to the next town over.
The guards are totally.
But before I go, a word of warning.
Warning? What?
Warning, warning, 'tis a grand judicial morning. A grand grammar glamour resides at the root of all that has happened. Do not forget this truth.
Glamour.
A spell, a sorcery, a great illusion. Miss Trucy, though it pains me to part so, I need to get in line for a ticket. Farewell.
Whoa.
Just gone.
And there he goes.
You sure seemed happy about that illusion thing.
Oh, big illusions are the bread and butter of all magic. Of a magician, sorry. Not good at words. You can't pull off a show without one. That's why I don't do shows. The big illusion is always a spectacle to remember. Usually it involves cutting up things, or the Eiffel Tower, anything really.
So he was talking. So he was talking about what we saw at the concert,
Number was disappearing act.
and Prosecutor Gavin's exploding guitar.
I wonder what he meant by the root of all that has happened.
Well, it's about time. Shall we go?
Yeah, bye.
Russ.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
The scheduled starting time for the trial has been changed.
Please, God, don't send me back on an investigation.
The trial will not be commencing until 10:30 in the a.m. Sorry for the inconvenience.
Huh? Did something happen? This is a first.
Good day, sir. It was by the judge's request. Some urgent personal business.
Changing
of a personal
voice.
nature.
Shut up.
Great. I bet he stayed up too late last night watching courtroom dramas.
Apparently, he's visiting the hospital again.
Oh, for courtroom dramas? Okay. The hospital?
The place where sick people go. I believe it was mentioned that the Chief Justice's son is unwell. Apparently, his condition worsened considerably this morning.
Are we not supposed to see this guy?
The
'Cause
Chief
where is he?
Justice's son?
Oh, that's right. Remember yesterday morning? The judge said he had to go visit him after the trial. We totally remember that.
Oh,
There's an article about it in the newspaper of record.
I see. I see.
If you care to read about it yourself, I would suggest you learn how to read.
Newspaper article added to the court record about incuritis syndrome.
Oh my
Incuritis. Where have I heard that before?
Yesterday,
It was all.
Apollo!
It was all several.
Yesterday!
It was just several minutes ago.
Oh my
I'll
god.
let you read that I'll let you read that article for us, Apollo. Because I can't read. Just leave the TV guide page to me.
Try not to lose the page with the funnies if you can.
Oh, I
It's a
would
myth
never.
that you need to be able
Too
to read in order to be a voice actor. It's really, it's just a
Yeah.
July 10th, 10:30 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 3.
I miss this guy.
My apologies for the delay.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Does anybody want to ring the bell one more time? Let's go. Let's start this round one more time.
I was like pressing it like, oh.
Here, you know what?
On this
Third time's a
side.
charm. Can we get that bell one more time? I'm the judge. Give me the bell one more time, please. I will not continue till I hear a bell, sir. Or madam, thank you. We can go now. My apologies for the delay. Court is now in session for the trial of... How do we do this again? Is there an instruction manual? I don't know what I'm doing. Machito Bay.
Should we?
I think
Yeah,
we're
somebody
going to
voicing
want
the
to switch
judge?
this up. So if Rob, I'm gonna say, let's
Or
see.
what?
I'll take the judge. Someone else can play the... my
Play
German
clavier.
accent sucks anyway, yeah.
So does mine.
Then give it to Russ.
I
Then.
can-
Yep.
Then give it to Russ and have Zach do the next things. I would
Perfect.
assume.
Yeah, because Lammerwar will
I mean,
probably
I
be on
don't
the
mind
stands and
doing
stuff.
both.
Right.
It's like I've done clavier for so much. I might as well just do it. I don't mind doing it.
Nah, I'd rather not have you talk to yourself if we can avoid it. We've done it in the
We
past.
had
but
Dot do that for weeks.
I
It
know,
doesn't-
but that's because she was one of our only female voices.
That's
She's
true. Good point. Good
special.
point. Good point. Good
She's
point. Good
special.
point. Good point. It's fine. All right.
All right, go to it, Russ.
Let me.
It's also
calibrate
because I
this.
happen to
Might
know
take
Russ
me
has a
minute.
good German accent, which is why.
Yeah, I might need to find it. So let me search the metro.
That's been my problem. I've been trying
Forget
to
all
find
other
it for like 8
podcasts. They will not
sessions.
help you now.
Yep.
Machito Bay, our suspect fortissimo.
Right. It's his trial. In any case.
The defense is prepared, Your Honor.
Oh, it's him. I keep forgetting it's him.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
prosecution is ready to rock. Not there yet.
Is something
No,
wrong?
okay, you
Your
know what? You're
Honor?
100% right. This was much better than me doing clavier. Thank you. This is appreciate
Something
this.
wrong, Your Honor?
No. Well. Yeah. It's just I've been friends with the Chief Justice since we were students. It was many millennia ago, but it's a long time. It pains me to see him going through such a difficult time.
It's okay. You can edit that. Oh.
I know I try to, but I'm not an emotional person.
Curtis, was it? That
Yes, in
article-
Curtis. It's definitely Curtis's fault. I always blame Curtis. I never liked that
I'm
name.
trying to make is that a bad word or something?
No, no.
Make sure see it and pronounce it. That's her
Sometimes you're in Curtis, sometimes you're out of Curtis.
Okay, all right, all right.
That article said there is no known cure.
Judge, let me say with all honesty, I feel your pain. Getting there.
Yep.
But now is not the time for tears. Now is the time for love and law.
Well, why can't we have both? Indeed. Well, exactly. I said, nothing says love.
The
I say. I don't know why I became Foghorn Leghorn anyway.
Thank you for the resub, Echo, the 40-month sub at tier 2. Thank you so much, Echo.
40
I
months.
appreciate it, man. Thank you, dude. 40 months, wow.
We left off at quite the juncture yesterday.
You sure did.
Oh, this
asked-
guy.
I asked Interpol about that. It's Dorian about that number. IPXX 314206.
Ipsax 377.
Yes, Judge. The agent registered under this number
I can read.
was
Ramin Letus.
Thanks for looking into and looking directly at us and directly into this camera that's recording all your emotions and movements and words and sentences. Detective Crescend, it's a great help.
well, no problem at all, Your Honor. I'll be heading out.
Wait, you can't leave.
Hold
It's a
it.
courtroom. Last time on.
Wait. That voice just now. It was him. I am sure of it.
It was Haim?
Him. That voice I heard
Oh,
talking
him.
to Mr. Letus when I heard the gunshots fired. It was him. It was Mr. Darien.
It's Dorian, and no way!
Quite a sensational ending, don't you think? Who would have thought Darian would guest star in the season cliffhanger as a suspect?
I asked the prosecution to look into this matter. Please, tell the court your findings.
Darian Crescend. I'm going French, goddammit.
Is he member of my band? Oh, they got me there.
Had it!
My accent drove back the other accent in
This
a
is why
reflection
this is
of
why
life.
his accent has been Max von Sydow for the whole time I've been doing it,
Exactly.
because it's the only way I can stay in the right region.
I'm from Alsace-Lorraine. It's very ambiguous. Hitler. Darian Crescent. A member of my band, the Cavaliers.
He's the counterculture. He's a
Oh my
rock star.
God.
You can't.
Also a detective making the current charges serious indeed.
I will rip up all the paintings in the world.
I'm angry, yes. Yet, after investigation, I have found no cause to not French again. Shit.
We will ban all the music.
Hitler. I found
You
no
must
cause
only
to
play
alter
Mahler.
our case or file the new. Fuck it, I'm French. I cannot.
Oh no.
And your reason is?
That question was also to Russ.
Aren't you rare hair forehead?
Ooh.
He had an impeccable fucking. Has an impeccable alibi.
An alibi? What is that exactly?
Let us review. Oh,
You doing okay?
let us review. No. Let us review. No.
It's the same. That was the same. Those were just going into different octaves. That's,
Let us review. Let us review.
Let us review the facts again. No. Shall we?
No, it's closer.
Was close.
Getting closer.
Let's just keep going.
The concert.
let us
no.
review.
Held on the night
The
of
concert.
What is a? Can I have a quintessentially German word, please? Like strudel.
Herr Schmidt.
Wiener
Schnitzel.
Schnitzel.
Herr
Hauke.
Schmidt.
What do you put on the
Schnitzel.
Wiener
I
Schnitzel?
don't know.
House.
Schnitzel.
That helps.
House.
Yes.
What do you put on
Schnitzel.
this? Wiener Schnitzel.
Wiener Schnitzel. The concert held on. Thank you. The concert held on the night of the shooting was in
It's a
three
much
sets.
better keyword than Hitler,
Yes.
I think. It works a lot better.
The Cavaliers ripped up the stage during the first set.
I thought that was a burger.
They were admitted. Hey,
Wiener
they're both
Schnitzel,
European.
Wiener Schnitzel,
Fine.
Wiener Schnitzel, Wiener Schnitzel. For the second, Wiener Schnitzel for the second set. Our guest took center stage. So
Except the
French.
schnitzel.
The only performers appearing, Wiener Schnitzel for myself, along with drummer and bassist for a total of 5. I've got it now. The shooting in the dressing room, however, took place during the third set.
Yeah, you got it.
La Mémoire, I'm not saying any French names, and the defendant,
Lavia Herr Schnitzel.
Masha Bay,
Yes,
had left the stage at that point.
La Miroir is Wiener Schnitzel for the duration of this case.
And the governors were already rocking. This is when 2 shots rang out at the scene of the crime.
Bang, bang.
Bang, boom. Shots heard by Detective Emma Sky, mind you.
And Apollo, you heard them too, right?
I sure did.
Which means I
Furthermore-
text you.
Wiener Schnitzel herself witnessed the moment of the crime. Well, perhaps I should say she heard of the moment of the crime. The witnesses are possible when she claims to have heard Mr. Wiener Schnitzel and the detective Wiener Schnitzel taking.
But, excuse me. But, that's impossible. By the way, are you French?
No!
I'm
Alsace Lorraine!
You've
trying to place
paid
your
the
accent,
ultimate
but,
penalty.
I'm sorry, Mr.
Disputed territory, Your Honor.
Mr. Clavichord, I do not know where your voice is coming from, but I do know there is something going on here. Detective Crescent was.
Precisely. Detective Wiener Schnitzel was on stage getting his groove on, no less, no more.
Please stop slamming
Wiener
the wall of my
Schnitzel.
courtroom.
A perfect alibi.
The problem is there's so many words that are French that you're just kind of like, I can't.
Oh my gosh.
Does the defense have anything to do with this?
It's true. Wiener Schnitzel. No, when I heard those
That's
gunshots,
the key to everything.
he must have been on stage. Still, there's something here that doesn't quite add up. Wieners plus Schnitzel doesn't always equal Wiener Schnitzel. Ah!
It appears the defense has no objections. I believe we can safely say that. Darian, it's is that? Where is it? Is that's actually how it's spelled?
There
Why does it need that many letters? It's not Daryl. It's Drain or whatever.
Please don't
Christian's
say it.
alibi has been acknowledged.
Don't say it. Which means that Wiener Schnitzel was sadly mistaken. Her testimony cannot be true.
Was that hair testimony or hair testimony?
Hair
I just want to
testimony.
make sure it was the.
It's the next witness's hair testimony.
Her testimony.
Wait, whose hair test? Do we have hair testimony on?
Following the witness, we'll have hair testimony coming to the stand.
Very well. I have no idea what's happening anymore. Of course, if we disregard her hair
Testimony.
no, then I see no evidence keeping us from declaring a verdict. If indeed there are no objections.
Right when I'm meeting. Uh-oh, Apollo, if he declares a verdict now.
That
Ack.
beard is hair testimony.
Prosecutor Gavin's case is airtight as long as we just disregard witnesses' testimony for no particular reason.
Is that
La-
airtight or
La Miroir.
airtight?
La Wow might have been lying to protect Sherbert. How can I rely on her testimony?
We're back to air testimony again. Is she on the witness list?
What about yesterday in the detention center?
Cell block AA 24.
About the case. What about the case?
He wants to tell us about Mr. Latouse's death?
Meeting's over.
Oh, God.
Machi was trying to tell us something, I know it. Maybe the best thing to do is ask him. Under oath.
Under oath.
Well, if only you were in a courtroom and you could do that. Oh, wait, we are in a courtroom. How did we get here? Very well. The court finds the defendant. And, what's his name again?
Objection!
Wait, that's
Your
me.
Honor!
Wait.
That beard is hair testimony, exactly, Garlic.
No, that wasn't it. It was something like
Wiener
Marxy or
Schnitzel.
Wiener Schnitzel or hair testimony or Mr. Justice.
Your Honor, before
Mr.
you declare a
Justice?
verdict, I would like to call another witness.
Exactly who else do you need to hear from? Jesus Christ.
Are you
witness-
Russian now?
A witness who, until now, has not been given a chance to speak in this court. Vaguely European guy. Because he doesn't speak English.
You don't mean.
I do. The defense calls defendant Machi Tabaya to the stand.
Look, you're just from an undisclosed European country at this point. It's just, you are the European Union. It's fine.
Wait, what?
From Belgium.
They also speak French.
What? But he doesn't speak English.
We'll use an interpreter.
Interpreter, I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere. I can
So
only
that's-
speak a few phrases such as je t'adore, shit, and où est la toilette, god damn it.
The defense would like to request Lamewa as the interpreter.
La mirror. But there's a possibility she's protecting the defendant.
Yes, we certainly wouldn't want to break criminal procedure, would we, Judge?
I mean,
But
it is a
she'd be
courtroom.
interpreting for the defendant. Why would she lie?
This is most unreasonable.
You're right, Your Honor. I don't even know what I just said.
Ha 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 ha. Bravo, Air Forehead. Herr Judge, the prosecutor, oh boy, agrees with the defense's request.
The Wiener Schnitzel. Yes.
If Wiener Schnitzel lies, it will be able to tell, and so will I. Even my limited knowledge of the language I'm Borat should be enough for
The
that.
language.
My
To
limited
make
knowledge, which
Kazakhstan
consists of
great,
toilet,
Judge.
love, and hello, and that will give me enough to know.
Oh,
Well, if both prosecution and defense are for this, I see little cause for refusal.
We can't lose every accent. Why does Apollo's hair look like he's about to go? What do you mean about to go Super Saiyan, Bulgaris? This whole game is Super
Well,
Saiyan.
well, at both the prosecution.
Finally, some progress.
Bailiff, please show the defendant and Wiener Schnitzel to the witness stand.
All right.
I suppose there is the first.
Wiener Schnitzel.
Wiener Schnitzel, Wiener Schnitzel. Time for everything. Shall we proceed? Your name, to begin with, if you would, Wiener Schnitzel.
Yes.
Oh, God.
He says, Machi Tobai, the defendant.
This is certainly a first for this courtroom.
We've had parrots testify, but never an
Not that we really need an interpretation of that message in particular.
So far, so good.
Don't say that, Apollo. Don't say
Very well. Mr. Justice, if you would.
Apollo has the most restrained hair of the franchise. Yeah, to a degree. Huh? If I would, what, Your Honor?
Do whatever the hell it is you. I don't know. You're an annoying brat. Do something helpful. I'm supposed to do everything for you. Jesus. Mr. Justice, what a name. Parents give you that name? What? You called the defendant to the stand, did you not?
Defendant.
What would you have him testify?
Jean-Claude
about?
Defendant.
Defendant?
What do I want him to testify about?
Why do you keep repeating every damn thing
I
I
hadn't
ask?
thought that far yet.
Apollo!
Ah!
Aren't you going to ask him what he was Aren't you going to ask him what he was about to tell us yesterday? You dumb dumb?
Aren't you going to tell him what we asked him to tell you to ask him about?
How can I if I don't know what he was saying? It was downward facing dog, wave, wingding. I don't know what he was doing.
Are
Excuse
those
me a
yoga
moment,
positions?
if I might speak.
Yes, Wiener Schnitzel.
Just now, Machi said there is something about which he wishes to testify.
Machi wants to testify about something? What could it be? Maybe this criminal partnership that's obvious to everyone, but...
Well, unfortunately, this is not the proper place for a testimonial. Oh, wait, this is a courtroom. What sort of testimony is he talking about?
Exactly, Miranda. Your parents named you judge.
One moment, please.
Ah, the suspense is killing me. And maybe them.
What?
What? What?
What?
Wiener Schnitzel? Well, okay, enough with the Zap Dingbass over here. L'amour mirror?
According to Machi, he has proof of his innocence.
What? Well, this is a courtroom.
This is a surprise.
Yahoo! Victory, Paolo, we did it!
What did we do?
I don't know, but we did it!
This is sounding too good to believe. And I know what that usually means.
Well, if that's true, then this is vital testimony. Mochi. Police testified at the court. That is what we do here. Isn't that right? Anybody have an instruction manual?
Very well.
Witness testimony. Proof of innocence.
He says that word of Mr. Letus's death came as a great shock.
Case closed.
But if the killing truly followed the lyrics of my song, that is he, could not have done it. He says that because the lyrics are in English, he does not understand them.
Then how do you understand Apollo when he's talking to you?
Because it only works one way. No, I don't know.
I see. What happened? He wouldn't have understood the English lyrics to the song. I don't
understand the English lyrics to the song.
But I don't listen to hip hop. No, that wouldn't prevent him. That would prevent him. That wouldn't prevent him. Carry the one. That would prevent him from following them so closely.
I wondered what he meant by a proof. Why, he would only have to ask Wiener Schnitzel to know the meaning of that song.
I mean, wow. Did you ever explain the lyrics of that song to him?
I did tell him generally what the song was about, you know, murder, death, but never in so much detail. And he never asked.
Has my oft-repeated warning already fled that forehead? The Wiener Schnitzel might be protecting the witness! ...
Shut up. Well, why am I speaking with a German accent? I don't know.
It's contagious, but it comes and goes.
Well, now I want some Wiener Schnitzel. Well, anyway, let us proceed with the cross-examination. I'm just going to stick with it now. I don't know. Mr. Justice, if you would.
Yes, Your Honor. Something's hidden in that testimony, I know it. I'll just have to trust my bracelet to tell me where. It worked yesterday.
Not your intuition.
It'll work today.
Your
Not
Yu-Gi-Oh
your
bracelet.
conscience, not any, just your bracelet. Trust your bracelet.
Cross-examination. Proof of innocence.
He says that word of Mr. Letus's death came as a great shock.
Hold it!
Oh, goodness.
Were Machi and Mr. Letus close?
Yes, after we traveled around the world.
Oh, it's not me.
Objection! Wiener Schnitzel, this is Massi's cross-examination. All cross-contaminated. And it's not yours.
This is Marcy's, Marcy's.
But I knew the answer.
I do like to think about how many grounds for appeal every one of these cases would actually fall. This is like they're just like, Your Honor, please watch this video. Like a thousand reasons for appeal.
Mistrial.
I just realized Machi's hair is really good.
This is a court of law. We'll play by the book.
Oh, that's cool.
But
Garlic,
Machi's
it's
hair
awesome.
is really cool.
I understand.
When Prosecutor Gavin's tough, he's really tough. He hits the wall. I bet there's a marker there now.
Machi says he was very good friends with Mr. Letus. Mr. Letus was always a gentleman, never hungry, angry.
Ooh, what a gentleman he was.
We got along quite well. I never dreamed something like this would happen.
He told you all that just now?
Yes. But if the killing truly followed the lyrics of my song...
Hold it!
Oh.
Dad, are you supposed to do every
The
single
guitar serenade, correct?
Yes. The crime followed the lyrics of the song. The theft of the keyring, the burning guitar, and the bullet. This is why it could not have been me.
Sorry.
That is, he could not have done it.
Hold it! He that is I could have what done? Well, by could not have done it, you mean...
It is very simple. Machi could not have done all the things that happened that day. For all those things followed the song's lyrics closely.
Or it was a coincidence.
Yeah.
He says that because the lyrics are in English, he does not understand them.
Hold it! Does he understand this?
Oh, good, okay.
Wouldn't it be difficult for him to perform without knowing the meaning of the lyrics?
And how would I not know because I'm talking? He doesn't know what I'm talking. How does that make any sense?
He did know what the song was about, its mood, shall we say. This was enough to play by.
Oh, so he's Green Day. Okay, well, I understand.
Play by the moods.
I told him it was a song about a guitar in love. A sentient guitar named Bob.
It's actually not the guitar that's in love, strictly speaking.
Oh, perhaps I misunderstood.
I'm beginning to regret everything we've ever done. Oh.
Ah, no, not really. Yours is a valid interpretation.
I love the Irish, German, Dutch.
Okay.
No, it is my fault. I am too used to singing in Borginian. It is much easier than trying to understand these English lyrics.
Yay! I knew he was innocent.
I believe he is too, Trucy. I do.
What's wrong, Apollo? You got a tummy ache or something? Or you're just always like this?
Something's hidden in that testimony.
How did your
If
wife
it's
get
the
all
truth,
angry?
I'll find it.
Why are you talking to yourself?
Okay.
He says that... Oh, did we already... I think we already did all these.
Did we do that?
but- Yes.
Okay,
Maybe
let's
you
see.
should use your bracelet.
Yeah. Oh, wait. I think I did the wrong spot.
But if the key lying through follow, I think you should be looking
Perceive.
at me, not him. The lyrics of my soul.
Okay, that wasn't the right one.
Oh,
Yeah, I already have an idea of what she might be doing.
Let's see.
I don't know on what line though.
I that is he could not have done it. That I that is he could not have done it is weird. He says that because lyrics are in English, he does not understand them. Oh, okay, wait, my bad. All right, great shock. All right, let's go with this and try to perceive.
That is he could not have done it.
Her mouth?
My eyes are up here, Apollo, Justice. That is, he could not.
I forget what her tell
Her
was.
Turk.
Good night,
I have
Hannes.
an idea.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
Zach, what do you think?
Oh,
it
wait a
is?
minute.
I want to see if I mean, I don't know if I'm right, but
Don't backseat games, Zach. I hear it's totally not allowed on Twitch.
Blink. Wait. Darn it. I was wondering what the blinking of the eyes. I can't remember what.
Morse code.
Yeah.
Why does she blink if she's blind?
You still need to blink.
Yeah, you still need to have your water eyes
Your water-eyed, yeah.
moist.
Your water eyes.
Moisturize, yes.
Yes.
Moisturize. There you go.
Okay.
They can still get irritated.
Yeah.
Blind people also cry, okay, Sen?
Yes.
Ahem, sorry.
Litus is dieth. Kame as
All right, what is your thought, Zach?
My thought is to look at her hand
Her hand.
down there. Even though it doesn't look like it's moving here, maybe it's moving in the thing.
All right. Let's see. All right, we'll do it at the. All right. Bracelet power.
That is. Oh,
Can't
you
even get
can't
down to
even
the
go
hand.
that low. Never mind. It was a good try. Or maybe it is him. Could not have done it.
Oh, yeah, because when you go in the bracelet, you can see Machi's eyes.
So, so I wonder actually if we
maybe
just did
that
it
is
from the
it.
beginning.
Yeah.
He says that word of Mr. Letus is Mr. Letus is the death came as a great shock.
All right, there's nothing there.
Okay.
All right, what about this? But if the killing.
Could we search it up online?
But if the killing truly
They never blink.
followed the of the
There's one hell of a
song
poker face.
my song.
It's got to be something with the eyes. You're right, because otherwise, why would they bother to animate that?
Maybe.
Okay, that's not it.
To throw you off the scent.
Could be.
Why would they bother to animate what?
The eyes, like why put in the eyes at all?
That is he would not
They could be trying
have done it.
Ooh.
they could be trying to.
Can we? Oh yeah. We can't really see his hand either, and it probably doesn't go that low.
It's lower
Doesn't go
than.
that- yeah, it
All
doesn't
right.
go that low.
Maybe it's this line.
He says that
I feel like it's got to be this one.
because the lyrics
Oh, hey!
are in.
Hey!
Oh.
Gotcha. These eyes.
Enter the void.
Machi. You can't fool my eyes. Private eyes. Watching you. You glanced toward her the very
Beautiful.
moment La Miwa said the word English. Why? And don't bother interpreting that. He understands me. Don't wait for the translation. Answer me now. Machi, tell the truth. You can understand English, can't you?
What are you saying? Of course he can't.
What's that last symbol there?
He looks like he's pooping.
Must he continue this charade?
It's charade.
Mr. Justice, Machi says this. The only yeah, I know the word English.
Huh?
Before coming to this country, he heard me speaking English. He learned the name for this language. That is all.
That is so weak. And yeah, Bulgaris, we're looking basically for the bracelet lets you zoom in on when people have a tell that something is going on. What? Give me a break.
This is taking long to load in.
Is that such an unusual word to understand? English? Do you not know Espanol, for instance?
I didn't
or
know that.
Borginian?
Well, yeah, but...
I am sorry, but he truly does not understand your language.
We need to find a way to catch him in the act.
Well, then explain this. How does he know the crime followed the lyrics?
Have you always been such a suspicious-minded lad?
Only when someone's
He's a
trying...
prosecutor.
Yeah, he is.
Only
He's
when-
always very suspicious at me.
Only when someone's trying to deflect from their obvious guilt by asking me a question.
It is simple. So simply, it hardly requires an explanation.
Provide one,
Here's what
nonetheless.
it is. He read about it in the newspaper.
Then how does he know how to read the newspaper?
The newspaper?
The Borginian Daily Bugle.
Sure.
You can buy
It's
it in
Bugle.
Bugle. You can buy it in this country these days, you know.
Boy, they have a lot of exports for a small, sheltered country.
Virginian Daily Bugle.
They have already begun to report about this case in our homeland.
I was right.
What is wrong, Mr. Justice? Your eyes, they are quite fierce all of a sudden.
Lamewa, how do you see that?
Machi is lying.
Oh, how did Lamewa see that?
Maybe
Wait,
it's time to
what?
show them proof that he's lying.
That's weird.
Show him the gun.
That is weird, Sonavine. She just said your eyes are,
So
but she's
fierce all of a
blind.
sudden. How did you really see your eyes? You can't sense eyes.
Yeah, it's true, actually.
Um,
Yeah, that's a good point. Time to show him proof that he's lying.
I think it's. Oh,
Article about the
when
case
did-
does not mention the lyrics of La Miroir's ballad.
Yeah.
Hold it,
yeah,
take
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
I have here a Borginian newspaper, the Borginian Daily Bugle, as a matter of fact.
It's Daily Bugle.
Indeed, there is a feature article about the case. Could you read this for me, Machi? That's right. It doesn't mention the lyrics. but
Sounds
it
like
does
somebody needs some
mention
Pepto
your
Bismol.
guilt.
What is this all about?
Lamewa, shut up.
I'm sorry, Machi. You couldn't have read about the lyrics in a Borginian newspaper.
Wasted.
Oh. Oh.
What does this mean?
Oh, it's asleep.
I just woke up from a nap.
But I don't see how it's possible.
But I didn't think you saw anyway. You don't
I know. I've come
It's
up with
the
another
other-
excuse.
It's the other Daily
Venus
Bugle.
Schnitzel.
It's called the Borginian Weekly Bugle, and
It better not.
He must have heard the lyrics when the police were doing their questioning. Yes.
in Virginia, do you have
They
a
were
word
singing
for
it.
fancy dodge? All right.
Not possible. The subject of the lyrics was not brought up in police questioning. Ha! I read the full report myself, and I read very well.
So, the lyrics weren't in the newspaper, and the police didn't mention them. The only place you could have heard them was in this courtroom. In English, no less.
The Wiener Schnitzel will explain herself. Him said them. Who are you again?
Machi says. He says.
You'll never take me alive, copper.
Oh.
Yes?
It is true. I read the newspaper. But this is not where I learned of the lyrics. I was mistaken.
Let me redo all of the...
Now I remember.
You remember?
He says he heard of the lyrics from me.
What?
Oh, I love that expression. It's my favorite one.
Is this true, Wiener Schnitzel?
Yes. I'm afraid I had forgotten it myself.
Amazing how often they forget these things.
Oh my gosh.
Well, then it looks like our forehead's been jumping to conclusions again.
And that your witness is committing perjury on multiple occasions.
Okay, I feel like that was still a good point.
It seems so, yeah.
How did they just get rid of his really good point?
No. No! I was onto something, I know it. I can't let this chance slip away.
Time is an issue today, Mr. Justice. Are you finished with your cross-examination?
What are you going to do, Apollo? I can't do anything.
If I'm to keep on cross-examining, I better have an angle of attack. Or else. My bracelet's still reacting. Your Honor, please... Your Honor, please allow me to continue.
What was that?
If you must, you must. Very well. Witness?
He meant he saw someone share a status about it on Virginian Facebook. Yeah.
Can I say there's actually a really good defense? I can't mean.
I understand. It was I who explained the crime that followed the song.
Hold it! Exactly how much did you explain to Machi?
This is a question for me, yes?
This interpretation thing is getting old fast.
I told him that Mr. Letus had been killed and why he was a suspect. And I told him the crimes of that day followed my song.
Did you mention any particular words of the song relating to the case, such as heart?
Yes, of course I explained this. He was quite surprised.
Yay! I knew he was innocent. I'm still super annoyed.
I believe he is too, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we already know about that. Okay,
Oh,
so
we
that
do?
means we can now jump forward to... lyrics are in English. He does not fully understand them. It was I who explained. All right. Now, we got to look at her, too, to see if she's
Yeah.
lying.
Wait. She's not even speaking.
It was I who explained that the followed this.
I want to hear that again.
It was.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Lamewa. I'm currently cross-examining Machi. Why should you be uncertain?
Me? Uncertain?
She gulped.
Yes, you swallowed the very moment you told the court it was I who explained.
I see there's little point in trying to hide anything from you.
That's
Now we
right.
have
So if we go for triple, quadruple perjury, Lamewa, are you indeed protecting someone? Perhaps yourself?
That is not a question with a simple answer.
No, it is, actually. Are you protecting someone? It's very simple.
To tell the truth, I do not believe it myself.
Then allow me to answer for you. Lamewa, you're protecting... Latuz! No, Machi?
Either Machi or the Shark Boy.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, who else can you? Is
It's
there
got to be
more people?
Mochi.
Machi.
I would say it has to be Machi, yeah.
I feel.
Take that! La Miroir, you're protecting Machi. That's why you lied and told us that you had explained how the crime followed the song. I don't fault you for trying to help, but this is not the way.
Yes.
Machi, I believe you didn't do it really. I trust you. But you've lied to us twice. And now you have La Miroir lying on your behalf. And also, I don't understand the wingdings you speak in. If this is going to work, you have to trust me, too. Your two lies cover a simple truth. You understand English. You have to. Whoa!
Imagine he removes his glasses and just says, "Yes, Apollo, I do."
And then immediately stands tall, and he's been standing on his knees this whole time.
Witness, is this true? Do you understand English?
No, Judge. I mean, aha!
Yes, a little. Only a little.
Promise me you don't
Oh,
understand
God,
English.
understands
but-
a little English. What's going on?
First he could see, now he can talk. And you, did you not know about this, Wiener Schnitzel?
I did not. It is. I did not, Lisa. I did not. It is quite
Oh,
surprise.
hi,
Oh, hi, Mark.
How many secrets is this witness hiding?
Last! This is last!
Machi, could you tell us what really happened?
No shooting! I did no shooting! We did no shooting!
So, you weren't in the dressing room when I heard those 2 gunshots, correct?
What is he gonna start going?
I am Muppet. No shooting, but I am Muppet.
Apparently the answer to that question isn't simple either.
You see,
Be here all day.
I was actually the gun.
I was in dressing room behind desk. Manager on floor.
Which would be after the
unrolled.
shooting, right?
Was,
Then that is false.
wait, was he tied up?
I don't know.
Voice or voices? Was it you and Emma Apollo?
Voce.
So when Machi went into the dressing room, Mr. Latouze had already been shot. And then we came to the door.
Panel, hang up. I take off. Run away.
Really is Gollum, yeah. So it was you who escaped through that air vent.
As the prosecution has held all along, no less. Russian. Indian has it now.
As admitted to being at the
You
might as
scene.
well lean into
Might
it
we
at this
take this
point.
as it does be done, yeah.
Confession.
Objection! No! He's clearly denied that he did it. You be
No,
silent,
Clavier clearly has no idea what country he's from.
You be silent, Comrade de Gaulle.
No shooting. Manager on floor. Already on floor. Not shooting.
Oh,
Objection! The victim had already been shot, you say. I find it hard to believe! The defendant understood the song lyrics. He was at the scene of the crime! This can only mean one thing.
Dad, what
Yes, the true shooter!
He works for the Kremlin.
Does the defendant have anything to say to this?
Since forever.
Quiet in the peanut gallery.
No.
He's clammed up, Apollo.
Then let's ask Mr. Buttermilk. Will you require any further testimony from the witness?
is that it? Is there nothing else I can get him to testify about? Wait. No, of course there is.
What is this cocoon anyway?
The cocoon, the silk, is a potent cure.
A cure? Well, Mochi, are you a smuggler?
Yeah.
He won't tell me.
That cocoon has to have something to do with this. Machi, please, tell us the truth for your own sake.
No, Miranda, he's a capuchin monkey. That's what he is.
So much for your precious trust, Hair Forehead.
Hey, you were the one who did. Oh.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Hey, you were the one who didn't believe him.
I thought that was my headphone dying.
Me too. Everyone's like, eh.
Regardless, this brings us to an impasse.
It does seem that the defense and the defendant are riding motorcycles again outside my apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slow down, you
Sounded like music on our end.
you damn
Get off my
heathens.
lawn.
Get off my lawn. I doubt we are likely to learn anything more of value should this continue. I see no other course but declare a 5-minute mistrial. I mean, recess. The defense will work out things out with the defendant so that we might proceed out of court out. I think my brain just shorted. Hang on a second. What happened?
Please do a 5-minute
Ma'am,
break.
Ma'am, could you
DM.
please read the transcript back and tell me what the hell I just said? Thank you.
11:23 a.m.
So what we can do at this point is, we will take a 5-minute break, and then my daughter, who is currently over her bedtime, is going to be heading off to bed.
Denied.
Yeah.
Objection!
Objection.
Overruled. The verdict is dead. So you
I
can
can go to sleep at like 12.
Yeah.
I've done that before.
And you have once before, and guess who didn't hear the end of it for a week? You are going to bed right now, but you can say night to all the lovely people. You did get to do a bunch of it, didn't you? And you did a great job.
That was very good.
You did a
Yes.
very good job.
All right.
Good job, little Arv.
Farewell.
Can you get some love for
Have
little
a
Arv?
good sleep. Don't forget to take off the headphones.
I shall take over the spot as Juicy.
Guten Nacht.
Bye, everyone.
I have no idea if that's
Farewell.
good night, I'm assuming.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf the same. Good night. Goodbye to you and you and you.
Our feet are all the same.
Our feet. Good night, sweetheart. Okay, gentlemen, we are going till about midnight. Do you want a 5-minute break here, and then
Let's.
Yes.
Oh, you
Yes.
do? Okay, then I'll.
Okay.
All right.
5-minute break.
I was gonna say,
We will
nah,
be-
screw it. Let's keep
We will
going.
be right back. You folks are watching the amazing, incredible Arvocalists doing Apologistus, which is often my favorite because you just never stop laughing because it's awesome. With Darkside Rob, with Zach Clay, and with Russ Gruberman, and my just departed heading down to her bedroom, little Arv. If you like what you've seen, please follow us. Please support all of these 3 fine gentlemen here, and also Little Red Dot when she returns next month. And hang tight. We will be back with more in this intriguing trial in just a bit. See you in a little.
I often wonder what you would say if I could listen. I might be less afraid to play. I've seen inside you I've known your mind, I've traced your instincts, I've watched your innocence unwind. Trust me, you just won't mind it. Don't cry, don't blame me. Oh, no, no shame on me. I had to pierce your blindness, so I did you this small kindness. What did you think of that fading gleam? Did you consider the cost of every broken tree? Well, how did I touch you? How did it feel? Did you discover that part of me you thought was real? Yeah. I saw inside you, I knew your mind, I traced your instincts, I helped your innocence unwind. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, hello, it's nice to see you, but I wouldn't want to be you. No, I'd rather be myself. Though I can tell you got your reasons, and you're a good one for all seasons. You're just a picture of good health. Oh, but you see, I've got my own things, despite the problems that they all bring. At least you feel like mine to lose. I'd rather fight and lose my own wars the one to choose. Well, this is on me, only on me, yeah, this is on me. Well, it's so very hard to be someone like me, yeah, someone like me, oh, someone like me. And in the time I built my own space, it comes to win my own race. In the time I found my home, you could have helped me in my travels. Instead you helped me to unravel. You know you played a kind of role. Oh, in the home I hold my heartbeat. In the place I try to repeat all the things that worked before. Well, if you break it down as I did, and if you take me at my own bid, if you knew me at my core. Oh, this is on me, only on me, yeah, this is on me. It's so very hard to be someone like me, yeah, someone like me, oh, someone like me. Well, I know it's nice to see you, but I wouldn't want to be you. No, I'd rather be myself. Though I can tell you've got your reasons, and you're a good one for all seasons. You're just a picture of good health. Oh, but you see, I've got my own things, despite the problems that they all bring. At least they feel like mine to lose. I'd rather fight and lose my own wars, and get to close my own doors. At least then I'm the one to choose. Oh, this is on me, only on me, yeah, this is on me. Well, it's so very hard to be someone like me, yeah, someone like me. Oh, this is on me, only on me, yeah, this is on me. Well, it's so very hard to be someone like me, yeah, someone like me.
All right. All right. Welcome back, everybody. We are back for
Hey.
the stunning
I think
conclusion.
your reverb might still be on.
Oh,
I'm
really?
not sure. Yeah.
Welcome
Maybe.
back to Apollo
Welcome
Justice
back.
After
just,
Dark.
Or you
Hello.
just sound godlike. I don't know.
Um,
Maybe that's already how your mic is.
Hello and
Test
welcome
1, 2,
to
3,
Apollo
4, 5,
Justice
6.
After Dark.
That
Test
sounds
1, 2,
okay to
3.
me.
I'll
Get
tell you,
your
I'll tell you
rubbers
how
on.
we're never going to be able to
going.
tell if everyone talks at the same time.
Yeah.
Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Yeah.
It's just
yeah.
your voice.
I think it's just your voice.
Okay.
You're just God.
This is the God voice. All right.
Ah, yes. Yep.
All right. So, but welcome everybody. Welcome back as we wrap up here over the next half hour or so.
I
finishing up
see
with whatever
yours and I raise it.
Oh man. See, I'm gonna start playing with that. Okay, this is wrong. Somehow that got moved. Get up there. No. Why are you? I don't understand. I don't. Okay, go like that. Good. There's that. I put that back up. And I put that back up. And I put, sorry everybody, just give me a second. Everything was minimized because that's a good idea that they make that available to you. That's really good call. All right.
July 10th, 11:23 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. 1, 2, 3. 4, 4, 6, 7.
Thank you, Mr. European Union. Glad to have you back.
Sorry.
Missed you.
I thought I was muted.
Okay. Oh man. All right. Yeah. So
This is
July
what I've
10th.
been doing the whole time. Just muting myself
exact
and
same
trying to
thing.
speak German accent. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. So, July 10th, 11:23
Russ, you're on Vox.
a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Hello, Eustace.
He sounds excited to see you.
That's justice. Better learn how to say it if you ever want to get some. Ha ha!
What? Oh,
You hitting on me?
some
I'm a
Apollo or some
boy.
I
justice?
think that's an internal monologue.
Believe I know shooting.
Machi claims that Mr. Latouche was already down on the ground when he entered the room. Okay, for Trucy, we're going to have, I think, Rob is probably going to have to pop
Sure.
up for this, right?
Okay.
Maybe it was a trap. And he walked right into it.
Suddenly I hear a revolver. Close, very close. I hear a voice.
You heard gunshots?
Yes, it's true. I hear a revolver, but only sound, not hear what revolver looks like.
Wait, you're saying you went into the dressing room and found Mr. Latouche already dead, and then you heard shots? If that's if that's true.
So, you were at the scene of the crime when you heard those shots?
And you escaped through the air vent.
No, sounds crazy.
Huh? What do you know?
I know if I open the vent, I can lead stage and backstage, back.
So the vents went to both the stage and the backstage area. Is that what he means?
Hey, he's right. Look, Apollo.
Huh. Yeah.
You dope.
But how did you know it was connected like that?
Wait, I bet his father was the architect that designed the hall or something.
Of course.
It is
Hold
called
on, I have to
Machi
put
Hall,
my hat
right?
on a little bit tighter so it cuts off more blood flow to my brain.
I hear this from imagination. No, magician.
That's right. I am a talented imagination.
Machu Picchu. Magician?
Don't look at me.
Oh, Valent McValent guy.
I'm not a magician. I'm a teenager.
A magician, huh?
Well, at least we're clear on one thing. I'm not a magician or anything else of use. Mochi didn't shoot Mr. Latouche.
There you go.
Yeah, but what does that leave us with? We're supposed to say he went into the room to find the body and then he heard the shots? That one's gonna go over well in court. Not.
Apollo, you're his defense. You're supposed to believe in whatever he says, even lies. That's what Daddy always told me.
Okay, take a shot.
I'll just pretend you misheard him every time. So, what do we do?
You're sure you won't testify, Mochi?
No talking. No.
But wait, you're talking right now. Oh, you're so useless. Well, it was worth a shot. It's a shame he doesn't know how to talk.
That cocoon.
Single. Babaloo.
Baby Lou Babaloo.
Otherwise known as I Can't Go Home. Babaloo.
Baba Booey. Wait, that's something else.
Can't go home? You can always go home. Ting Tang Walla Walla Baby. I know that one.
I can't go home to Virginia. I do not want to go home.
Can you go to the country home?
The penalty for
Country
taking
road, take me home?
cocoon from
West Virginia, yes.
The penalty from taking a cocoon from Virginia
Is death.
No, that's right. It's punishable by death.
He's been frozen in this position for 3 days.
Of course, he's scared. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to try a different approach, claiming that you're guilty.
That's the sorry. That's the spirit, Apollo. So, what's your plan?
Hey, what's up, Shadow? If Machi won't testify about it, we'll have to get someone else to testify.
Someone else?
I think we're out of time. Let's get back in there.
This therapy session is over. Right.
So this is what they call getting the defense and defendant back together, really? July 10th, 11:28 a.m., District Court, courtroom, number 3.
Court is now back in session. Mr. Surf and Turf, have you sorted things out with the defendant?
Yes, Your Honor. We had a good talk. Good talk.
Very well. So, will he testify?
Not that good. All right, good night, Rising Tides. Your Honor, the defendant will not testify.
What?
And here I thought this was your big chance to turn the case around.
Actually, it is. The defense would like to approach this case from a different angle, Your Honor.
Is that like an official request?
A different angle?
If Machi won't testify, then I know who will. I would like to cross-examine the witness in this case, La Miroir, with Machi interpreting. What? No.
La mirror, mom,
Objection!
Objection!
Sorry, that's you.
What are you up to now?
Everybody can object if you want. It's okay. It's an open courtroom.
I thought we determined yesterday that Wiener Schnitzel's testimony was insubstantial insubordination. There's nothing you can...
La Miroir was taken to the hospital yesterday with injuries.
What happened?
Well, she faked that she was hit. She was assaulted, Your Honor.
Assaultimated?
Someone wanted La Miroir dead. Thankfully, she was able to save herself.
What? I've heard no such report.
Did these get hot in here all of a sudden?
Prosecutor Gavin.
I'm schwitzing.
Why would anyone be out to kill La Miroir? Do you think of a reason?
Well...
Think of how she is known in our country. The Borginian assassin. A singer from overseas who doesn't speak English, yes? Yet someone tried to keep her mouth shut. Who could that have been?
You don't think that's an accurate statement?
I do. It was the same person who shot
don't.
Mr. Latouze. The killer was afraid of her, afraid of what she might say, afraid of himself, afraid of existence. The defense believes that something was hidden in her testimony yesterday. Something that the killer doesn't want getting out.
Don't point at me.
No,
So, am I to understand this is what you're saying?
that is what he's saying.
This, namely, there's a nugget of, of truth in Wiener Schnitzel's testimony. A nugget we have yet to uncover with our pens, Mr. Apollo.
Exactly.
Our pans? If
Yes.
Lamarababy was attacked, this has serious implications.
Yeah, it does.
It's
Very
so
well.
gentle. Yeah.
There were some vague points in her testimony during yesterday's trial.
Vague points.
Perhaps we did not inquire as deeply as we might have into some. The court will hear Llama Rama Llama Llama Ding Dong's testimony one more.
Oh,
Wiener Schnitzel, I must apologize.
Wiener Schnitzel, that's the name. I keep
We
forgetting.
must ask you to stand up again and speak your mind.
you need not apologize. I know that Machi is innocent. And I will do all that I can until the court realizes this.
Let's review your testimony from yesterday. You told us you heard 2 gunshots and the shooter's voice through the window, and that the voice belonged to Darian Crescend, yes?
That is correct.
Flavia?
Wiener Schnitzel.
Clavier?
Russ Cooperman.
Clavier? Clavier? Speak!
Wiener Schnitzel.
At which point I proved she could not be correct. She couldn't have heard any of those things. The small window at the scene was closed, and so she found to be quite soundproof.
You have nothing to say to that, Mr. Jabberwocky?
I don't know exactly what yet, but I do know there's something there.
There is, it seems, much that you do not know.
And yet, it is my duty to do my duty and hear him out.
Do you need a 2-minute break, Your Honor?
I might need a 2-minute, but you know, it's going to take me longer than that if I do need to go. So shoot, you might need to wait a little bit longer. If I don't come out in 2 minutes.
I just drink
Just
a lot
wait
of
longer.
coffee right before, so you know. It moves
Perhaps the
things.
witness would. Shut up! Perhaps the witness would be so kind as to testify once more to the court.
Of course, Your Honor.
Witness testimony. What I heard.
I said
I
what
was
I
on
heard.
my way
And I heard
from
what I
the
said.
I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exit. That's when I heard them, Mr. Litus and the detective. I heard the faint sound of a gunshot and stopped. Then I heard another gunshot. There was the smell of gunpowder. I knew I must tell someone, but I was in a hurry, so I kept moving past the small window.
Pretty much the same testimony as yesterday's testimony.
I am sorry. I am not used to speaking much in this language.
That's fine. I haven't really been listening anyway. It's okay. Keep going.
Perhaps my descriptions are lacking in some way. Yet everything I have said here is the truth.
It's
Well, then
is it the
my
truth?
It's my distinct displeasure to say this. What you've said to have happened is impossible.
Do I have to repeat myself? Lemmy Wow was attacked because of this testimony.
What?
What? Trucy?
Apollo, you know, for a moment there, you were pretty cool.
For a minute there, I lost myself.
For a dweeb.
Maybe I do better when I don't try to think ahead.
Very well. Mr. Shaving a haircut? Perhaps you can coolly cross-examine the witness.
Oh, yeah. Cross-examination. What I heard.
I was on my way from the stage to the backstage exact.
Hold it! When you say stage, do you mean a stage?
Is something wrong?
A stage.
I raised an objection, but she's saying the same thing she said before.
Mr. Jiminy Cricket.
Sorry, it's nothing. Please continue with your testimony.
Now I know what they mean about the recklessness of youth these days. Kids.
Flavia.
Clavichord.
Yes, that's me. The one in red over there is a shining example, Herr Judge.
You're the last person who should be pointing fingers, Mr. Rockstar.
That's when I heard them. Mr. Lettuce and the detective.
Hold it!
Oh!
Darian Crescend?
I did not know his name at the time. But yes, it was him. The one who took the stand yesterday.
How many times do I need to remind you that that's impossible?
Could have been on a tape.
There's no way you could have heard him.
Because the window at the
yes.
scene was closed?
That's what, yes.
Is that why?
Of course.
Apollo, if we keep asking the same questions as yesterday, we won't get anywhere.
But yesterday was 6 months ago.
It was.
It's
He's
true.
right. Maybe there's a different angle I can try. Did you hear anything else? Did you happen to hear anything else at that time?
Anything else?
Anything else besides the victim and the shooter's conversation? Anything at all?
That's quite a vague question.
Other than the conversation? I heard a clock ticking, the two men breathing, footsteps. That is all.
Nothing new there, as expected.
I was hoping for a little more than that.
Perhaps. Perhaps we should just carry on with the cross-execution. Examination.
As you dish, I mean
Skipping
wish.
steps here.
I heard the faint sound of a gunshot and stopped. Then I heard another gunshot.
Hold it! Do you mean a gunshot? Okay, there were two
I do.
gunshots.
Yes, the number after one and before three. One after another.
Not 2.5? That fits with the bullet holes at the scene. Nothing really new here to pick up.
There was the smell of gunpowder. I knew I must tell someone, but...
Hold it! Tell them what? That you
Oh.
shot him? Why didn't you tell someone immediately?
Well, I...
If it were me, I wouldn't shout at anybody. I would just gone to the police right away. It's our duty as citizens.
This may be beside the point, but Wiener Schnitzel isn't a citizen.
Wiener Schnitzel is most definitely a citizen in my stomach.
So one would hope such common sense prevails in Virginia as well.
I love Bologna.
Oh,
Lama Roy seems awfully quiet all of a sudden.
That's strange. Could she be hiding someone? Something?
Somewhere?
it is at you... It is as you... Sorry, I spoke Virginian for a second there. It is as you say, yes. Yes, at the same time. At the time,
Yes.
this one line has killed me. I'm sorry. I was in a hurry, so I kept moving past this small window.
Hold it!
Sometimes one line is all it takes to break you.
You were in a hurry to go where?
I was on my way to the Backstage Exile, as I have said.
But where? Why were you in such a hurry then?
Well, I don't think that has anything to do with this case.
Oh yeah? It very well might. Please answer the question.
Objection! Are you alright, Wiener Schnitzel?
Yes, I'm just tired.
Recall what I told you yesterday, Herr Forehead. Wiener Schnitzel suffers from serious amnesia.
Wait, what?
Please refrain from traumatizing her further!
What? So we could just dismiss his questions he thinks are too traumatizing?
Your words are violence! Why don't you prove a reason and a connection to the case before asking about it, yeah?
Your words are violence.
The prosecution's objection is sustained. The current question is moot. Mr. Wizard, please continue with your cross-examination.
War was attacked because of this testimony. I know she was, so something's got to be hidden here.
Maybe there's some. Excuse me. Maybe there's some detail we're missing.
I think it's back at that spot. I guess we'll just have to get her to fill in the blanks.
Oh, damn it. I keep making that mistake.
Right.
I think it's back at the spot where I was like, did you hear anything else? So let me get to that spot. Mr. Latus, the detective. Was it? No. I think it was this one.
I think it was this
so
one.
Hold it.
Yeah.
Don't bother to read through the. I mean, Darian Crescent, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, there's no way you're gonna.
Of course.
Oh, hold on. She's right. Maybe
Different angle. Okay. So I said, do
What's
you hear
what they
anything
talking about?
What were they talking about is the other one. Lamois, do you by any chance remember what they were saying to each other? If so, please tell us.
Huh?
I have given it much reflection, but
I was afraid of this. She doesn't remember.
I only heard one phrase clearly.
It was La Miroir is the real murderer here. Oh. A whole phrase?
You remember something that was said?
Why didn't you say anything yesterday?
You didn't ask me
So
yesterday.
my memory is clear. I was afraid to speak. It is a powerful phrase. You see, I do not understand what was said.
It said nuclear code. I don't know what that means.
Nuclear vessels
This could
in
be it.
Alameda.
The clue I've been waiting for. It's going to be something like pizza. Well, what did he say?
Wiener Schnitzel.
It was the other man speaking, not Mr. Letus.
What did he say? The shooter then. Darian Crescent.
Ah, the old he said, he said.
Well, what did he say?
It's over. Press this way. The switch. The switch.
Why?
we have those in Virginia. Switch. Now.
We're not allowed to take the switches out of the country, though. It's
The Nintendo Switch.
Nintendo
Oh,
Switch.
this
heard
is
of
just a
those before.
Long
ad
play
for
for
Nintendo.
Nintendo. Wow.
Yep.
Impressive.
Well done, Nintendo.
Yep.
Switch? Why, yes. The new, yeah.
And the shooter said this to the victim, Mr. Latwish.
I thought it's quite strange myself afterwards.
It's always like PlayStation. I don't know.
It's a mystery. What could the Nintendo Swatch mean?
You okay, Judge? You need 2 minutes to
You
make
need 2
number
minutes,
2?
Mr. Jabberwocky,
to
care
do
to shed
it?
some light on this?
I mean, sure, I'd be delighted. It's very, very vital. Maybe we could add that to the testimony.
Maybe Apollo.
From this small window, I heard a voice say, "Press this the switch now.
Hold it.
Turn it on."
And it was Detective Darian Crescent's voice.
Yes, I am sure of it.
It's over. Trust the Swatch. Why would he say that to Mr. the Twash Twash?
Apollo. Look.
Marco. Paul. Look.
The murder weapon. The revolver.
Let's try that again.
The murder weapon. The revolver was Mr. Latouche, right?
Yeah, what of it?
Well, maybe when he said, "Price the switch," he really meant to say, "Pull the trigger,"
Or he's talking about the remote for the igniter, which actually has a switch.
because his English isn't so good.
Darian Crescent is a native speaker.
Oh, right. Sorry. I kind of forgot I'm not very good at this. I'll just be quiet now.
It's okay. His English is terrible, actually.
Thank you, Josie.
Press the
Trucy
switch.
strikes again.
That's not something a killer usually says to his or her victim, is it?
Was there no one else in the room?
I do not know. All I heard was Mr. Lithouse and the detective. I heard the faint sound of a gunshot and stopped.
Okay.
Then I
so
heard another gunshot.
I'm gonna go back to this part. And say the switch thing.
From the small window.
Do you mean, for example, this? Objection! Press the switch. There's only one key that can unlock the mystery of those words. Click, and then the whole courtyard goes up.
I rest my case.
Yet there was nothing at the scene that could be called a switch. Only a PS5 saved the lights.
True, there wasn't a switch at the scene.
But
it
there
just
was a
so
Wii.
happens I have a switch right here.
He's got the bomb!
What would be
That
so
certain-
funny
that
is
certainly
if
does look like a switch.
someone made a meme version of
No.
this, replacing the picture with this picture of the
The
switch.
actual picture. The
Yeah.
problem is,
No, it's
this
just a
was
Joy-Con.
found not at the scene of the crime, but on the stage,
The stage.
where the concert was held. Yes, this was found hidden there.
On the stage?
Are you claiming that the voice Lama Ramu Ramadang Ding Dong heard was of someone commanding another press this switch to the switch?
It's a possibility.
I prefer the Wii.
Objection! Oh, Herr Forehead, I'd call that an impossibility.
Why, guy?
Hardly necessary for me to remind the court of the layout of the concert forum.
Okay, but
The stage is quite far from Wiener Schnitzel dressing room. Not to mention that the Governors were in the middle of a freaking rocking amazing concert on said stage. We aren't known for being a quiet little band.
we aren't known for being a good band either. Oh,
Oh,
You could shout all you wanted, and I heard that. I wear earplugs to keep my hearing on stage. So all you want could not be heard, and things.
The detective's voice was loud, but certainly not a shout.
So, too, have Herr Forehead's cries of possibility fallen far short of being heard. I rest my laurels.
sorry, but he wouldn't have needed to shout.
Excuse me?
You heard what I said, or do you need me to shout it out for you? It would have been quite simple to be heard on the stage from that dressing room. Oh wait, you like evidence, don't you? How about this? Using this, it would be easy to get a message to someone on stage from the dressing room. I think
What,
it's
a
that
gun?
dangerous.
Yeah, you could send a message with the gun. By shooting someone.
Receiver transmitter. Take that! Prosecutor Gavin, perhaps you're familiar with this?
Why, that's...
What? What is it?
What is it?
Is that some kind of new fangly dangle phone thing? They used to use two cans tied together with a string. Now I got stuff in their ears.
interesting.
This is a type of transmitter, a communications device.
Communication machines? Device?
Yeah, it's to communicate.
I don't know what these are.
From what I've heard
I
that
have no
night,
hair.
everyone on stage was wearing one of these. Isn't that right, Herr Gavin?
I said there's a gun on my
yeah,
head.
well, yeah, yes, actually. Therefore, talking between band members. I mean, we all had one on. It's not a
Talking
big deal.
between band members? What?
So you admit that if you were
Excuse me?
wearing one of these, talking from the backstage to the stage would be simple.
Objection! But, but wait, because those send out an electronic signal, okay, to avoid interference with audio systems. The range is quite limited, and
Lami Ramamamori said it was about 30 feet, right?
Look at this cross-section diagram of the concert forum. Exactly. The walk from the stage to the backstage seems far, but the direct distance is less than 30 feet.
That can't be!
Did you hear the power chord?
Transform into evil rock guitar monster!
So, when Lum Rum Rory heard the shooter's voice, he could have been talking to someone on stage.
Talking on stage.
Objection! This is no talk! You're claiming this is the Switch in question? Why do I have to be on the stage at the time? It could be me or it could be placed in a pocket. I'm very small and I carry it anywhere.
Your Honor, this person has lost his mind.
I'm a tiny person. Someone could have hit me on the stage after the fact.
Mr. Clavier, you have to stop this. You're not even reading from the script anymore.
I'm so small.
Hey, he's got a point. Somewhere. How do we know where it was when she heard the voice? When the shooter said, "Prost the switch, eh?"
Well, I guess we don't.
An unfortunate situation. I'm afraid of that until we know where this switch was. There's little point in debating it.
It's too late to apologize. It's too late. Hey. I was sure this was the way to go with this.
What is this Switch anyway? Is it portable or is it a console? Make up your mind. We don't even know the basic facts.
Well, you have to start by snapping your fingers, and then you...
Uh-oh.
Wait a second.
I brought a bomb to a courtroom.
I do know what this switch is. Grenade!
It goes.
And if you follow that train of logic to its incredible conclusion, it ends up in proof that completely changes this case. And that'll all be determined on day 3, Turnabout Cliffhanger.
What's up, Apollo? Apollo!
We know about this switch, right? We know what it is.
Yeah?
Well, think of when it was used that day. Think of what happened.
Well, Mr. Big Bird, if you have no further information to share concerning this swatch,
Your Honor.
Yes, Mr. John Deere.
I've been remiss in not telling the court this before, but you suck. No, I know what this switch is.
Well, get the hell out of my courtroom then. Well, it seems the defense is set upon linking this switch case to the fact that I suck, and I'm not going to allow that in my courtroom. Let's see your evidence of this link. Wait, is that like Link from the Nintendo Switch? I've played that Breath of the Wild game. It's pretty good. I like it.
It activates.
So basically there's two things. It's either this or the guitar, but I'm assuming it's this because this is actually what it does. Prosecutor Gavin, you remember this?
That's that.
That what? Is it another one of those newfangled dangle diddly
It
dingies?
sure is, Your Honor. This is an igniter. What phone looks like this?
The igniter? You mean it's like a lighter?
It's like unobtainium, Your Honor. Yes, actually.
It rhymes with lighter.
Is it like Incurium?
You aren't saying this switch is a remote.
I am. This is a remote trigger for an igniter.
What?
Look, I'll show you.
Don't blow up please, don't show us.
Yeah.
You will cease and desist from burning down this courtroom.
Yes, exactly.
Sorry, that was a bit more fire than I'd expected.
I wish this had caught on fire. I'd be as bald as the top of my head on my chin.
Prosecutor Gavin, let me repeat myself. This switch is a remote igniter trigger.
Huh?
Doesn't that suggest something to you?
You're talking about what happened to me, aren't you?
Exactly. That
Excellent,
night at the
Trissy.
concert,
Thanks
there
for the
was
help.
one unusual burst of flame. When your guitar caught fire in the middle of your performance.
Oh.
Wasn't that part of the stage show, though?
Prosecutor Gavin was entirely unaware such a thing had been planned, and the guitar that burned was a valuable keepsake.
That's right. He got it in Borginia from La Wimira.
I bet that actually what they did was they put the cocoon inside the guitar also, and then they had to hide it, so they burned both so that they wouldn't get caught. Would be my guess. Although I don't
He
know why
said the sound was amazing. Before it burned, of course. Now it just kind of smokes.
Yeah.
The better the guitar, the brighter it burns. Hair, forehead.
Yes.
Don't tell me you're trying to tie these two things together. Those being the shooter's voice heard by Wiener Schnitzel. And the guitar suddenly catching on fire.
I am. It's really simple when you think about it. Mr. Latouze and the shooter were at the crime scene. The shooter was wearing a headset. He ordered someone on stage to press the switch. The switch was pressed and the guitar caught fire.
Well, that does seem to make sense if I were actually listening, but I'm not. Though something about it is bugging me. Can't quite put my finger on it.
Really? It seems pretty simple to me.
Objection, Hair, forehead. Don't destroy what little respect I have for you.
Dang.
Wait, you have respect for him?
A little. I was expecting something a little more sensible.
Respectable.
I guess I was wrong.
What's this all about, Prosecutor Gavin?
His simple story simply makes no sense.
I'm confused.
Think. That night, my guitar caught fire, yes? The cause may have been this, indeed.
What's an indeed?
However, the guilty caught fire during the second set.
Ach, du Leben, that's right, of course. The guitar caught fire during the song.
Indeed, yet the shooting happened during the third set. 1, 2, 3! The two are utterly unrelated!
Yes. That must have been what was bugging me. Not the fact that I have no hair on the top of my head. That's always just bothered me anyway. The whole premise for this is faulty.
See, his story makes no sense.
Objection! Are you sure about that?
Huh? No?
What exactly do you mean, Mr. Snap Crackle Pop?
Maybe it's not the premise for my explanation of the switch that's at fault. Maybe it's our premise for the entire case so far.
What?
What? Premise is this. Specificality.
I'm glad you asked. I'm saying that maybe the killing didn't take place in the third act.
Objection! What's this? A peanut? No. Detective Emma Sky heard shots and found the body. All of this happened in the third act.
Objection!
I think it's actually a
Gunshots rang
walnut.
out. And according to his testimony, Machi was in that dressing room at the time.
Where are you going with this, bird breath?
Stay with me, Your Honor. I know it's hard. He also told us this in his testimony, namely that the victim had already been shot. We all heard gunshots, but no one saw the shooting.
This is inane and insane.
Just before the shooting took place, the shooter was heard on his headset, telling someone to press the switch. The next moment, Prosecutor Gavin's guitar burst into flame. We know that a remote-triggered igniter was inside the guitar. From all these facts, we can draw only one conclusion. The crime did not take place during the third act, but during the ballad performance. The second act! Pretty impressive.
Shut up. Shut up, I said, shut up. Especially you. But that goes against the evidence.
What does, Your Honor?
This crime was carried out according to the lyrics of that song, yes?
Oh, God. Ace Attorney.
Hey, he's right, look.
It's all right. The music's still going.
The bullet is supposed to come after the fire.
You're thinking about it the wrong way.
Huh?
Look, why would the shooter craft the events of the day to follow the lyrics anyway? It's an awful lot of trouble to go through, with little merit for the person doing it.
Well, I'm sure whoever it was had some reason that
I was thinking
are not here to try to figure out, Mr. Hairdo.
Yes, they did. A reason that made it advantageous to follow the lyrics.
You're saying that the order was reversed on purpose?
Oh, God.
Reverend Esty? Prosecutor Gavin?
If the crime followed the lyrics strictly, then yes. The shooting would have gone backwards like Tenet in going in time, and this bullet comes out of your leg, and you'll get hurt in the past.
I don't
The guitar bursts into flame.
I don't go to movies.
Yet her forehead is raised another possibility. He's claiming that the bullet came not after, but just before the fire.
Couldn't have put it better myself. We were only meant to think that the shooting came after the guitar burst into flame. That was the criminal's objective. The crime followed the lyrics to a point, but that was the ruse. Why else would the killer risk discovery by moving the body? That was the final touch to make us think he'd follow the lyrics the whole way.
That's really weird.
Shut up. I'm serious about it this time. Order in the what is it, a courtroom? All right. That would explain this most unusual situation.
It does. The killer changed the order of events to create himself an alibi. In other words, the killer was someone who had an alibi for the third set, but not the second.
Objection! That sounds plausible!
30
I was hoping it wouldn't come to this.
Game,
but
set, match.
sadly, it has.
I must now kill you. Oh.
Let me tell you why your little fairy tale makes no sense at all. Oh, it sounds good. I'll give you that. You've given us a reason why the killer bothered following the lyrics of my song. But I question your logic! For it's flawed from the very beginning.
Flawed?
Yes, a contradiction, Herr Forehead, one I've just pointed out several times, no less. At the time of the crime, the small window at the scene was closed. How could this Wiener Schnitzel have heard a voice through it?
Because what's-his-face had the vent open. Oh.
I know that you like to divert our attention from this critical fact. But you're basing your entire line of reasoning on a false premise! Hadouken!
Right. Lamewa's testimony is my entire case. That voice she heard, the shooter's voice. Oh, sorry, I didn't have the thing on.
Well, what if she couldn't hear it, Apollo?
Look, what do we have? A man saying press the switch. And near the crime scene, we have a switch, which acts as a remote trigger for an igniter. And last but not least, Prosecutor Gavin's flaming guitar. It can't all be coincidence. But how do I make it work?
I see a more direct line of questioning is required. When the crime scene was investigated immediately after the crime, that window was closed! Care to tell us how Wiener Schnitzel heard the voice?
Sorry, I was still sleeping. What? A key point, to be sure. Mr. Jamboree, can you explain this to the court?
Okay, Justice. You've got one thing to prove and one thing only. Lamewa heard a voice, and she heard it during the second set. Think, how is Lamewa able to hear the voice? She has divine hearing. Well, the
Sure,
window
it's
wasn't
that one.
open. She has divine hearing. She was somewhere else. When we investigated the scene, the window was closed. The shooter had no reason to close it had it been open either, meaning it was impossible to hear the voice through that window.
It's good to hear you making sense again.
Just hang on there, Fritz. For
a moment,
Fritz.
excuse me. I was afraid that you might be one of these crazy Borginians too, who I am racist against.
As I was saying, La Miroir could not hear the voice through that window, so there can be only one explanation.
She heard with her eyes.
She heard the voice from another location entirely.
Oh God.
What's this?
It's the music, Your Honor. Get down with it.
Ha 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 ha! Do you amuse me so? And here, I thought that your good sense were back on speaking terms. Now I'm afraid you and good sense speak two entirely different languages. Shall I interpret for you, Herr Forehead? Wingding, wingding. Venus Schnitzel clearly stated she heard the voice through that small window. There's only one small window at the scene.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't know.
Think about it. Isn't there another small window at the scene? As small
Wouldn't
as
you
your
like
mind?
some corned beef?
There is?
I know that look. He wants us to ask him. Very well. You claim that Lamarami heard the voice from another location.
Lamarami.
Mr. Jackass, show us where this location was.
La Miroir heard the
That's
voice
for making
from
us ask.
Here. Okay. Didn't hear it from here. Maybe from up
Window?
there? Heard it from the...
Or can you go?
There is a speaker.
Yeah, the speaker. That's true.
It's not a window though.
But she's blind.
I
How
don't
would she
know.
know if it was a window? I mean,
a
like,
small window.
I'm guessing it's the vent. It's from
Uh-oh.
Does this look like a small window to you, Mr. Jumpin' Jehoshaphat?
the state of modern society can be read from numerous objects and artifacts. In a sense, anything can be a window on our
Oh, no.
society.
Oh God.
Shut up.
Oh no.
I didn't ask you to point out a window on society. We don't live in a society. At least not in this courtroom. I want a window on the crime scene.
No points for trying. La Miroir claims she heard the voice through a small window. And if the small window we know about was closed, there's only one other thing she could have meant. Alright, so that was clearly not, it wasn't the vent. So it's got to be something which is like from a small window.
It's the speaker.
I guess.
I guess. Oh boy. Does this look
Does
like a
this
small
look like
window?
a small
Yeah.
It's
That's a
not the speaker.
You dumb,
Maybe it's the
foolish
TV.
man, you.
Maybe it's the what?
Maybe it's the TV. I don't know.
The
this is
TV
one of
is
those
the
where
window to the
it
world.
doesn't make sense until they come up with their reason for whatever.
Yeah.
Zach, none of it makes sense
none of it
until they
makes
figure out a way to write it into the outcome of the story.
'Cause
That's
how
what he
could you
just
hear
said.
it from the TV.
From the bullet hole.
From the bullet.
Oh,
I'm guessing-
I think that's actually it.
But that's the okay.
Maybe I don't know.
The bullet
Yeah,
holes
it's either the
are
TV or
windows.
the bullet holes. Yeah,
The bullet holes.
yeah. I think it's the bullet
They go
holes.
all the way
honestly.
through.
God damn it.
No, okay. I thought that was smart.
When
I'll
was the
stop
last time
saying
you
things.
saved?
Hmm.
A long time ago. I probably should. Let's see. How do I?
Well, you can't
Yeah,
now.
do a save state.
Can I?
You have to present something now. I mean, unless you can save in the.
Oh! God.
Oh!
It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's the wrong thing.
Well,
Well,
now you have to do
don't
this
go back
all
in
over
before
again.
it lets you not save again.
Oh right.
Yeah, there you go.
That's right.
Great. Now we get to play this game again of one more time.
Yeah, whew, you caught me just in time. I mean, what the hell is this? Is this this thing here?
That's a hair. That's like a hair dryer thing.
From a small. I mean, could she fit inside this case? She can't, right? Fit inside.
Wait a
this
minute.
case?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Does he have a? Did he have something on him that would transmit audio? Oh, but it has to be a window, right?
Yeah, something that like looks like a small window. I don't know what. The only thing I can think of that looks like a small window is
I don't know.
The garbage can.
What?
You tried the TV already, right?
No, I
don't
didn't try
get
the
it.
TV yet.
Yeah, just
Well,
try
why
the
would
TV.
the TV's not a window?
It's a window to the world.
It's a window to the soul. No, it's not.
I don't know.
It's a window to The Bachelor on ABC.
I mean,
Or the mirror.
I
The
thought about the
mirror?
mirror, but like,
La Miroir, of course.
yeah, you know what? Actually, it probably is the mirror, but it doesn't make any sense. How would she?
Because maybe it's the only thing that's pointed the right way.
Nope.
And
No.
you're dead.
Get the hell
So
out
how
of
do
my
I-
damn courtroom,
I
you
can't save
scrub.
it. I cancel. We were never here.
At this point, we should probably pick it up next time as well.
Yeah, I think that's probably true. I just want to make sure that I didn't actually lose that.
Oh, you did. Well, it's
Wait,
gonna
what?
send you. You know what? At this point, it sends you back anyway. Does that look like a small window to you? You're dead.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
That's
Blah, blah,
enough.
blah, blah,
I see
blah.
no need for further prolonged as the defense's case is insufficient to overturn the prosecution's claim. This court finds the defendant, Maktobai, guilty.
Aha!
Guilty.
I win!
The defendant will surrender himself to the court's care to undergo a regular trial at the High Court within a month's time. Court is adjourned. I want to go play some golf. Thank you for coming here today.
There you go. Now you'll be at full health.
Save.
Well, are we sure that
Wait,
we're
how much
full
health do you have left? How much health does it give you here?
Find out.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
you
I
should
am at full
save.
health, you're right.
You should save.
now you
Okay,
can
wait.
save.
Well, it doesn't. My bad. All right. Well, we'll get one shot and then I'll save it after this. So if
All
it's
right,
not
let's
the
look.
mirror,
Let's
it's the TV.
Let's
I mean, it's the
all
only thing I can think of.
put our heads together. Hey, chat. What do you see? Do you see a window? Actually,
I don't know.
that's on you. If you want the chat to say something,
No,
I
that's
shouldn't
fine.
speak for you.
That's fine. I mean,
We-
mirror.
Didn't try the TV, did we?
No, we haven't tried the TV. Makes no sense though. I don't know what on earth would. The only thing I can think of is that the whole thing has been a lot about people being inside a case, but that's not a small window. Like I don't. What is that?
That's the brooch. That I think is hers. But she heard it through a small window, which she doesn't know what a window looks like. So to her, it's just an opening. And that's why I thought the bullet holes made sense.
Right.
But how do you look through a TV?
But then he's saying, does that look like a window? So it has to also look like a window. I think it's a TV. I don't know what else to guess. at that point.
That's really the only other thing it could be, I think.
No.
Nope.
And we're all wrong. Save.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, whoops.
That's this.
Does this look like a small window to you, Mr.
Does
Justice?
this look like a
no,
save
but
button
this
to you,
gun
Mr.
does.
Justice?
This gun looks like a
Does this
window
look like
to
a window
your
to you?
afterlife.
There's a small window in the other room. Is there really?
Yeah,
Let me look and see. Maybe
Oh
so.
no, that is the
wait,
window.
are we actually just
That's the
supposed
window
to
that
click,
it
click on
isn't.
the actual window?
That the whole point of this.
Wait,
is
try
that-
clicking on the actual window.
Yeah, the whole point that Apollo is making is that it couldn't come from the literal small window.
So wait. So I'm supposed to click
So
on
I
the
mean,
actual
they're saying to
window?
try it just in case we're done. But
Well, what he's also saying is if you go to the room to the left, there's another window.
is that true?
Where is
No.
there another?
No.
No. Never mind.
I think we have to try the literal window
Yeah.
to see.
There.
Well, that's the
Apollo
window
said there, that's the
we
small
knew
window.
it was in.
Hey, this changes what?
What are you talking about?
Not much, I know.
We're
I couldn't
just
find
dumb.
anything better, so
The court applauds
Oh,
your
wait.
honesty.
No,
Okay,
just
okay,
another
good.
way to
Mr.
lose.
Justice.
Yeah, good.
Oh shit! I said Mr. Justice. Shut it all down. I fucked up.
I think it's through again.
Goodness.
Mr. Jumanji.
That's what I actually said.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is her being inside a case because I don't know what, like. The
But what
clock?
could she have fit inside of?
I mean, she's
what
too
case
big to
in
fit
there is-
inside. She fit in that contrabass case, but that's too small.
That's way too small.
So go back to the other
Window.
Go back to
Go
the
to
other
the room.
thing. What could she have
Suitcase?
fit in?
The vent?
Right,
don't
but I
know.
thought I showed the vent already.
You didn't
But
try
you
this.
showed the
didn't
vent in
do-
the other
you didn't
room.
do
Oh, I
that
didn't try
vent.
this vent?
No.
Nope.
I wonder if going to vent.
Oh, you son.
What?
It is that other vent.
Wow, the wrong vent.
The wrong
Does that
vent.
look like a window to
I
you?
wonder wer going to vent.
This is where La Miroir heard that voice from.
That's no small window. That's the air
That's an air
vent.
vent.
This is an air vent. What did she tell us? She said she's a Borginian, unfamiliar with our language. It's not a stretch to imagine she called this air vent a small window.
Objections, totally reasonable. Now you've done it. You are congratulations. You've gone beyond ridiculous and into ludicrously awesome. So Wiener Schnitzel was up in the ventilation system, listening to this man's voice.
That's the only logical explanation, yes.
Logical. I do not think this word means what you think it means. Say for him.
Okay, what about it isn't logical?
Okay,
Ha!
Kazini.
It hardly merits even explaining your answer. Why would Wiener Schnitzel be in the ventilation system to begin with, hiding like a rat? Ugh, no offense intended to Anne Frank or anyone. I'm sorry. I don't.
The explanation for that is simple, Prosecutor Gavin. Exactly, Triffid. You mean this vent. Isn't it La Miroir?
We've gone from Hitler to Anne Frank tonight in one
Yeah.
cast, Russ. Please.
You've been listening to our discussion here, yes?
Nailed that German though.
Yes. I admit it's had me quite confused since yesterday. Yes, this small window was closed. Why should that mean I could not hear through it? I feared our
God.
prosecutor might himself need an interpreter.
Dark!
The problem here is words. La Miroir, this small window through which you heard the voice, was it up high on the ceiling of the room, not low on a wall?
Yes, it was up on the ceiling.
Were you dancing with a feeling?
What?
Well, is it up
Something
in the
like
ceiling?
that.
I don't know.
We had it on.
Shut up. I mean it this time. Get on down from the seat.
Okay, so we're going to save it a second and wrap here. 'cause we're running
Witness.
over.
You will clarify this statement to the court. Are you, in fact, saying you're a Borginian queen? That's not what I mean. Sorry, let me try that one more time. Are you, in fact, saying that you were up above the ceiling of the room, looking through a vent window, and that's where you heard the moment of the criminy?
True, Shadow.
Yes,
Wait,
in
what?
fact I was. I'm sorry, I never imagined it would become such an important point.
Yes, well, why the heck were you up there?
I believe it's time for another. Shut up. I'm watching you.
I'm not sure I can't.
May I remind you that this is a murder trial. We will hear your testimony. Tell us why you witnessed the movie Witness and what you thought of it. And I want a full report by the end of the day. No, sorry, I mean the crime from above the ceiling of that room. Please, for the love of God, tell me. I can't take this anymore.
Looks like I'm on the right track, but I won't know more until August. But we made some good progress here. I do have to get to a save point, I guess. Okay, good. Wonderful.
Yep, there
Never
it
mind.
is. Nope,
Nope,
other
go
one.
back. The other one. Okay. That so we were on the right track there. Like it was just literally the wrong event.
First thing we said was vent.
Yeah, we're just.
It was the right track, but the wrong
I
event.
thought about it because of the ladder and because they kept making a big thing about that. But then I'm like, it's in the other room. So why?
Yeah,
would...
and he keeps saying,
Divino,
"Does that
I
look
don't
like
care."
a small window?"
Does that look like a small window to you?
Does that look like a small window?
Well,
I'll show you
nonetheless,
a small
though,
window.
My window.
we did make some good progress here. Whoa, I forgot that screen sharing was going to vanish.
Wait, where did we go?
Hold on.
No one can see me.
I will just share this. There we go. Now everything works again. So we did manage to make some good progress today, gentlemen. And as always, lots of fun, laughter was had, and oh gosh,
Mirth and merriment
it was enjoyable. For me anyway. I had a good time with it. Russ, as always, memorable work. The movement from German through French, through Russian, and then back via Belgium to somewhere around the south of Spain was really entertaining.
We saw the entirety of NATO in one cast.
Yeah, I felt
really
like I was on
fascinating.
tour, really, in a way.
I feel like there are too few pan-European voice actors these days.
who can collectively do it at once with the same voice. And it was great to see. Also, of course, we got some memorable work with Machi, the Gollum version of Machi, really. So that was a lot of fun.
Pan-galactic gargle blaster of voices.
How'd you feel about today? Where will the lovely folks find you here on the internets next?
I felt great. It was fun. It was a good change of pace from the very somber and serious and deep touching Neocab. It's always good to mix it up with these folks and Little Sen, who did a great job today. Yeah, you can see me with a contractor on my front porch asking why when was this installed? And that's pretty much
well, Herr Forehead, that is something you should ask yourself. Shut up.
So again, Twitch TV / this is broken too. Look forward to seeing you guys there every day, forever.
It's going to be good times. I will talk to you soon, my friend. Also, check out our comedy show that Russ and our good mutual friend Story and I have been doing for many, many years, called the MEPReport.com, which is a podcast that we do. And, every couple of months we record another show, and it's always a good time, and occasionally very timely, occasionally. That's part of the mix. But always a pleasure, my friend, and I will talk to you soon. Moving right on up the line. Zach, you had a chance to do Moving Away from the Judge, which gave you a chance to do some other voices, and in particular, of course, La Mémoire, who you were able to do a lot of work with. And also, of course, Darian Crescend, although Darian Crescend was not as big a part of this section as we were hoping. He'll probably be a huge part at some point. He'll come back into the story. I have no doubt. How'd you feel about today? Where will the lovely folks see you next?
Felt great. Hey, I should change roles more often. It was I loved seeing your guys' interpretations. Rob was getting me with some of his alternate names for Apollo Justice. Those were pretty damn good.
Listen, Jack.
Thank you.
Listen, Jehoshaphat.
Yeah.
I take all of my best inspirations from Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law.
Yeah.
So I love that show.
Yeah. So definitely fun to come back to Apollo Justice and Ace Attorney. I'm very it's a hoot, to say the least. So I really have been enjoying it. The fine people will find me on this channel for the next time we do this, as well as Esper Genesis, where I play a star being with a large sniper rifle, and we're about to go into a boss fight dungeon area type thing. So should be cool. And that's me.
Good stuff, Zach. And yes, you will be hearing much more from Zach as time goes on. So always a pleasure to have Zach with us. Also, always a pleasure to have Rob with us, who took on admirably the role of the judge, and also then took over the role of Trucy when my daughter went to bed. And all that, and did admirably well on both of them with very different kinds of voices.
Thank you.
And really played around quite a bit with the judge, who became some kind of like Sam Elliott, well, I don't really understand what you're talking about. Like there was something about the judge from My Cousin Vinny, and I don't know. There was a whole bunch of things going on there.
There's a lot. There's a lot about that I was drawing from in fact, like if these books that I recorded ever come out, you will hear exactly. There's like a tribunal scene where all of these people, and they all have this kind of Georgia, Texas, some southern state twang to them. So I've had that sort of ingrained in my brain for the last couple of like month or two. So I just figured I would throw that in here, and it worked really well. I thought it was a lot of fun. And like I said, there's also, if you have not watched the Harvey Birdman Attorney at Law shorts from like early aughts on Adult Swim, there are DVDs of them. I don't know if they're Blu-rays of them. They're probably only DVDs. But yeah, one of the judges also has that kind of voice and does that name thing. And it is, honestly, you want to talk about a show that is completely dysfunctional and just barely makes any, like, it is about as coherent as these games are. Extremely funny. I highly recommend them. Go find them, check them out. I had a lot of fun with this. I was very, very happy to offload the burden of trying to do a German accent onto anyone else. And Russ, yeoman's work, my friend. Absolutely.
Heavy the burden lies.
Heavy the burden lies. And yes, that was... the journey was fascinating, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. And I think everybody else
It only
watching
took me
did as
45
well.
minutes, and then I think I really nailed it down.
Yes.
It was the Wiener Schnitzel cue, and the fact that you were able to just stop referring to anything even vaguely French. Then you're like, oui, Wiener Schnitzel, Wiener Schnitzel, Wiener Schnitzel.
Some might refer to it as the road not taken, but we in this case refer to it as all the roads taken to get to the
all
the
roads.
final German voiceover.
Yep.
But no,
The
that was fantastic stuff, and I had a lot of fun. This game is always nuts. Thank you for placing me with the two characters that had vocal registers on the diametrically opposed ends of the spectrum.
It
That's
averaged
always
out
fun
to a
as
normal
well.
voice, right?
Somewhere in between, yes. That's the vocal therapy bills will be coming through shortly. Don't worry, I'll be sending them right along.
I look forward to it.
And yeah, you guys can catch me tomorrow on my channel, twitch.tv/DarkSideRob. I'll be playing Death's Door and doing voices for that because there is no voice acting in that game, which is one of the reasons that I picked it. So I'll be doing voices of the characters in the game along with playing it. I look very much forward to playing that game. You can check me out on my channel at 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for that. And I will be continuing my playthroughs of other stuff. And as I've been saying for months now, I will be doing music production on my cast because I have some music work that I'm going to be doing that's for some audiobooks, some audio work for other books, showing you guys some of the process of me doing my voiceover work for an upcoming novel that I'm currently in the process of starting the record for, and just some other music ideas that I want to flesh out on my channel. So please stop by next time you see me live, twitch.tv/DarkSideRob, and follow me on Twitter or Instagram at the same to find out when I'm doing stuff on this platform that we call Twitch TV. Thanks for watching. Y'all are the best.
Good stuff, man. Thank you very much. And you will, of course, also see Rob this Saturday on this channel with some Infinity and Beyond as we return to the world of Eberron.
To Yibberon.
Yibberons. It's going to be great. And, of course, Little Red Dot, who could not join us
Yippee-ki-yo-ki Yibberon.
But you will see, that's right, but you will see her next month with these folks as the Arvocalists return for some more work with the Arvocalists. Chat, can we get some love for the amazing voice talent of Little Red Dot, who you'll see next month, but in particular tonight, Darkside Rob, Mr. Zach Clay, and Mr. Russ Guberman. Great work, gentlemen. Thank you so much, as always, and we will catch you folks soon.
Have a good night. Friend me on PUBG.
Yes, exactly. I got to get into hot tag. Soon. Bye for now.
Check them out on onlyrust.com.
Oh, man. And that, is going to do, hold on just a second. I got to studio mode that up. That is going to do it for us for tonight. Really fun day of streaming, starting with some adventures in Middle Earth. and continuing with some Solasta Crown of the Magister over on GogCom's Twitch channel with Pen and Pixels, and then finally back here for some Arvocalists. It was a good time. I enjoyed it, and I hope you folks enjoyed it as well. And if so, I hope you will consider supporting the channel in one of the many ways that you can do so. Obviously, following the channel is a big deal. That really helps. Obviously, checking out the YouTube with !ArvTube, the Twitter with !ArvTweets, Discord with !ArvCore, the website arvanillaron.com. Supporting us financially, !ArvShop is the merchandise area for Infinity and Beyond and Adventures Middle Earth stuff. Soon to be Esper Genesis stuff there as well. !Arvtreon is right there. 23 patrons, $2.14 per month. That really does make a difference. It allows me to pay the Arvocalists after every one of these sessions. I would like to be able to pay them more, but the Patreon has to get higher for that to happen. But I am able to pay them every time that we do this, and that's as a consequence of you folks being able to support us. And so any support you can give along those lines would be much appreciated. And it also gives you cool stuff that you can use as well, including inspirations to help the players and the like. And subscribing to the channel, of course, so you can get those custom sub badges. New custom sub badges are en route. And also in addition to the custom sub badges, the emotes, the custom emotes, and of course inspirations to help the players as well. That all makes a difference. So thank you for supporting us there. On the publishing side, ! Icarus for my Icarus graphic novel from Athos Arts, two-time award-winning now Icarus graphic novel. ! Library is Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library from my 5e adventure and sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment. And both Athos Arts and Alligator Alley are also responsible for work that's going to be done as part of the Greyshade Kickstarter. The Greyshade novel is going to be coming out soon, and then we've got the Greyshade Kickstarter coming your way, and that is going to be pretty sweet. Greyshade is going to involve a tabletop board game, a tabletop role-playing game. It's going to involve the other two novels in that series, which is Renegade and Heretic, and it will also include an audiobook by one Mr. Trendane Sparks, plus surprises. So if you want any of that, please be aware that that's starting in 6 weeks. It's actually after midnight on the East Coast, so little less than 6 weeks now until that launches, and it'll be running until October 3rd. So I'm very excited about that. And so that's Greyshade Chaos. And as always, BLM, Black Lives Matter, very important to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives, and Help Now, which is the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Very important to reach out to others when they need help and to reach out to others when you need help as well. I think we're not going to do a raid tonight. It is very late, and I don't usually stream on Tuesdays, just once a month. So I'm going to skip the raid today. We will be doing another raid, of course, on Friday after our game is over, but yes, that is my hope, Rock God. I would love to be able to do that. That has definitely been on my mind for sure. So yes, I'm hoping to do so for sure, Rock God, no question. This straw poll, folks, is what we've got going on as well. And I want to remind all of you, those of you who did not hear about this before, because we moved Esper Genesis around, Esper Genesis is now Friday the 30th instead of the 23rd. And so what that means is that the Patreon 30th date had to be moved back to the 23rd. So we took nominations today, and the nominations are for the Dishonored 2 DLC, which is the Billy Lurk, I think it's called Death of the Outsider DLC. I don't remember the name of it exactly. And then Earthworms and There Is No Game Wrong Dimension. Those are both kind of point-and-click adventure games. All three of those games were nominated, and so that is only going to be available, this vote, until Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern. So as of Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to close that down, and we're going to end up with what it is. Is it Death of the Outsider? Okay. So now's the time for you to get in your votes over the next couple of days, because, again, we're closing this down as of Friday. So please get in your votes. You can click right on that link there if you want to vote for one of them, and we will see who wins, whether it will be Dishonored or whether it'll be Dishonored 2 or whether it'll be one of the other games, Earthworm or There Is No Game. I am looking forward to seeing what chat decides. Any of these games would be completely fine. That, however, is going to do it for me for now. I want to thank the amazing people who made this awesome. Thank you to my wonderful mods, Rock God, Shadowed Mage, Triffity Mats. Thank you to my wonderful subscribers, Rock God, Shadowed Mage, Triffity Mats, Darkside Rob, Echo Elf X5, Blackberry Bear, Crit Twitch, Mrs. Dunsel, and of course Shadowed Mage. Thank you so much as well to back Zach. Thank you to Community Showcase. I think that might be a bot. Thank you to Dr. Laser Falcon, Freeweed, Gigafrost. Thank you to Hosted, Sad Girl, The Sparkly Wallflower, Thordex Mommy, and a bot that I won't mention. So thank you to all of those amazing people, and and my Patreon supporters in that group as well. And a special thanks today to the Arvocalists who were available to do this tonight. And that, of course, was Zach Clay, that was Darkside Rob, and that was Russ Gruberman. Thank you to those awesome friends and gentlemen and wonderful voice actors for being able to lend, once again, their talent to Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. More where that came from next month. Next time you will see me on this channel that is scheduled will be Friday for the Patreon Field Chat Chosen Game of the Month. Then Saturday we have D&D with INB with, again, Eberron, Oracle of War. I don't know if there's going to be a bonus stream between now and then. Maybe, could be. So just keep your eyes peeled, and we'll see if a bonus stream pops in there. But otherwise, I'm going to see you folks back here Friday night at around 9 p.m. Eastern for that Patreon Fueled Chat Chosen Game of the Month. Thank you all so much for being wonderful, lovely people. Please spread the word, follow and do all the things. Thanks for being there. And as always, much love and be good to each other. And I'll catch you folks soon. Know what I'm saying? Honk.